Saluto a tutti.
What's up, Juventini? Welcome back to the AJC, your channel dedicated to Juventus, and it is match day. We got Verona Juventus getting ready for that to rock. We got the starting lineup. One little question mark in there, but to be honest, when you break it down, it makes a whole lot of sense, all right? We will pull up the lineup. We will get to it, all right? We see some of the comments coming in already. Clean sheet. Surprised at Douglas Luiz not starting. Hopefully we get the job done. Hey, rocking on with a possible perfect start out of 2 games. I'd like to see us go perfect into that first break. We talked about that on the preview show, all right? I'm going to say what's up to everybody joining in here. We got Alex P. Forza Juventus. Let's go indeed. All right, Matteo Camisa, let's go. And this shirt is going to be, you know what? It's not that bad. It's not that bad. But this is what we're rocking today. So, again, we got to bring in all the good vibes, okay? No matter what we think of it, all right? All good vibes, nothing but good vibes. Your lineup, here it is, all right? Here's your lineup as we got more jumping in here, all right? We got Yildiz, assist and goal. I actually do believe Yildiz gets on the score sheet. Forza Juve, of course. So, you see it right there in front of you. Di Gregorio, all right? Savona getting his first start, all right? Bremer, Gatti, again, your capitano, Cabal. In the middle, Locatelli, and the only change from the projected lineup is Fagioli will start and Douglas Luiz will not. Cambiaso as your right winger, Yildiz in the 10 spot, Imbangula on the left wing, and Vlahovic to start up top. That is it, everybody, all right? So we are ready to rock, and that lineup, hey, if you're looking at Luis, we talked about the squad list going into this one, and the only forward not in play right now is Angele. And if we're looking at him, well, this makes sense why Douglas Luiz is probably on the bench. He can come in, be a little bit of an impact should we need, and slide Yildiz over to make up for the fact we only have 1 forward substitute, all right? But we do have 2 in the middle of the park. So it actually does make sense to me why you don't see Douglas Luiz in the start there, all right? But yeah, it's going to be interesting. And I also think Fagioli will have a good game, all right? So there's no concerns there when I'm looking at this, all right? So let's see. Matteo Camisa, what's he saying? I think it's about this kit here, all right? When I go to the Juve store next week in Rome, I'm going to have to see if you're lying or not about that kit. Hey, judge for yourself. It's much better in person. But again, hey, I'm not lying to anybody. It's not the be-all, end-all, but it's better than the photos, all right? Ciao to Opa jumping in here. Still showing love to Deschilio there, all right? Will we see Kalulu play today? Maybe. Maybe in some rotational minutes. Could be. Bravo believes that Luiz hasn't shown enough sacrifice in training, all right? Well, I think it's I don't think there's that much to it, to be honest. I think it's more spreading out the players and the roles that they have. But of course, you never know, but I don't think so. It would be far too early for Motta and players to have some type of feelings either way, really, right? So let's see. Fagioli masterclass incoming from Alex P. All right, I believe it. So let's see it. Finland broadcasts are back. There you go. Dan Davenport, Alberto, Sven-Göran Eriksson passed away earlier. Oh, really? Wow. I actually had no idea. Wow. That's terrible. Well, of course, lots of prayers with Sven's family and whatnot. I actually heard him on several podcasts, and he was brilliant to listen to. So, yeah, that actually really sucks. So, of course, rest in peace to the one and only Sven-Göran Eriksson. Ciao, Swati. Ciao, everybody jumping in here, you guys. Let's get ready into this Alberto masterclass in the pregame. Yeah, always ready to rock, all right? I'm hyped up for these games. I am having some issues, though, with our coverage here locally, as it just isn't popping up and isn't working at the moment, and this is infuriating. So if I can't get this thing going, I might actually have to be watching this on my bloody phone. That is beyond ridiculous, everybody. All right? Beyond ridiculous. And, of course, over here, we've got Fubo. And, oh, my God. I'm going to have some choice words for these guys. So, yeah, it's working immediately on my mobile device, but I don't want it on the mobile device. Yeah, this is strange. Always something. Feels like always something, you know, on these game days and trying to go even through the preseason. Juve trying to run their preseason games there through their site, and it obviously not working for like over half of us that were on here trying to watch it. But this is brutal. So it looks like I'm going to be watching this thing on the mobile. That just absolutely blows, everybody. Absolutely blows. Maybe it'll kick in when things fire up, but I'll plan accordingly here. That actually really sucks, though. Because watching on this freaking thing, oh, man. Bummer. That's a bummer. Let's see. See if it wakes up here. Oh, well. You guys, drop a like, everybody. Opa, yeah. Starting things off right with the likes. I'm going to work on this on the side here. You guys, Fubo is a disaster. It really, really is a disaster. It sucks that that's who's got the rights over here, but it is what it is. As far as links and stuff, it's all right. This isn't the worst case scenario watching it off the mobile. I'm still going to try to get my main... when the tablet's going, it's way, way easier. And we are making some changes, some renovations. So what's going to happen is right behind me, there is going to end up being a screen. So I'll be able to watch directly behind you guys and never leave eye contact there, right? So it's going to be interesting, but we got to make that change. That'll be coming soon. But Fubo sucks. It blows. As far as the game, the predictions, let's get to the good stuff, everybody. You guys saw Skanga and Omer with me on the preview show this morning on that live. The predictions are in, all right? 2-1 from both Omer and Skanga on victories for Juventus. I had to change it from them, so I went with 3-1. All right, 3-1. 3-1 victory for Juventus. I believe one goal will come from a PK. I believe Cambiaso will get an assist in this game. I'm going to go a step further and say Yildiz gets a goal in this game. I want to hear all your predictions for this game right now, all right? Let's go. Fire them away. 2-1 Juve. Dragons 8 there, all right? Dan Davenport saying 2-0 to Juventus. Beautiful. 4-1 from Opa. 4-1. 4-1 Juventus win? Or is it 4 Verona 1 Juve? It's 4-1 Juventus. Let's go. Let's go. I know. 3-1 Luis. Corner. A Bremer header. All right. Matteo Camisa. 3-1 Yildiz brace. And an own goal. Ooh, an OG shout. Man, that just could be coming from Euros because OG was the leading scorer. Calvin Jones. 1-0 Juve. All right. All right. Let's keep them rocking, everybody. Juve Cornercast, Juve 3-1 and a Vlahovic brace. All right. 3-0 from Elias here. 3-0 Juve victory. Vlahovic, Yildiz, Imbangula. All right. So everybody up top, aside from Cambiaso, getting the goals there. All right. 3-2 from T97. All right. 2-0 Juve. 2-0. Dusan brace. 2-0. I've only seen one draw so far predicted out there, and I believe it was our friend RB Comps on Twitter firing out a 2-2. I saw another one on TikTok there at 1-1, so there are some calls for draws out there, but you could see very, very positive vibes coming in here today, all right? We've got a 5-1 coming in from Nikki T. Please let that be the case, all right? Yildiz getting a brace. Oh, my God. Now, the one thing about this game, we know it's going to be a much stiffer test, everybody. Much, much stiffer test from what we faced against Como. But I believe we will be coming out on top. I think it's going to be tight. Obviously, stiffer test, but the lads will do well. The lads will be ready. They will put in a good showing, and I think we're going to be very, very happy with what's to come, all right? And, man, this is just a joke here. What time are we actually at here? Okay, so we got 10 minutes to game time. I'm not going to lose complete hope with Fubo, but still an absolute joke, all right? Now, I got to pull up some score lines and everything. We are going to take a look around the league. There's also the potential. I'm still waiting for the guest to confirm. I might be rocking it by myself, but later on at around maybe 4 Pacific time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, we are official partners with Playback TV. All our call-in shows are taking place there, and we are going to have one tonight, all right? It might even just be me, but you can all join. Anybody that wants to can join in. We're going to be doing that around 4 p.m. Eastern Time, just recapping the second round of action and, of course, the latest in news. And we always put more focus, obviously, on ourselves, Juventus, right? So we look forward to having that, all right? Now, I'm waiting for this to load up. We're going to go around the league and take a look. The highlight reel's playing right now on Fubo, just looking around the league and what went down in action. And some teams that were expected to have better starts are struggling right out of the gate. But, yeah, the door's open right now. Both of these teams, as we talked about, Juve and Verona, are the only sides that are able to actually start the season off 2-0. All right, both having won their first game and getting ready to actually take part in this action today and try to get that sealed and get that second victory. Obviously, hopefully, it's our lads that get the job done. Now, we look around at some scores, and you've got Cagliari and Como playing out to a 1-1 draw. That was today. Yesterday, Napoli gets on the win column with a 3-0 victory at home against Bologna, all right? Italiano not showing much there in early signs and indicators there, okay? Empoli defeats Roma 2-1. Rough start for Roma. Fiorentina and Venezia 0-0. Torino defeats Atalanta 2-1. All right? And then you've got the day prior. Inter getting the job done against Lecce. That was as expected. Genoa defeats Monza 1-0. Parma defeats Milan, who has looked sluggish out of the gate. Had to battle for a draw in their first match. And then again, drops it to Parma, all right, 2-1. And then Udinese defeats Lazio 2-1. We're going to take a look at the table here. I will get to the starting lineup. No problem, Sweaty. But real quick here. You've got 4 points for Inter, 4 for Torino, 4 for Genoa, 4 for Parma, 4 for Udinese. Empoli with 4 points, and then you have us and Verona on 3 points after one game. Of course, both teams have the opportunity to jump at the top of the table through 2 rounds, okay? So let's see what gives. For your starting lineup, there you go. There is your starting lineup, all right? For those who may not have seen it as of yet. Di Gregorio, Savona, Bremer, Gatti, Cabal, Locatelli, Fagioli, Cambiaso, Yildiz, Imbangula, Vlahovic, all right? Let's see if these guys smarten up and I can get this on the tablet. I want the tablet fired up. Technology's beautiful until it fails you. Hold on, we're cooking. We're cooking, everybody. We're back, baby. We're back. We are back. You still suck, Fubo, but we're back. There we go. Now I can have my stats quickly available. Now we're cooking, everybody, okay? Now we're cooking with fire. So for the host team today, let's take a look at this, okay? Montipo in goal. Dawidovic, Coppola, Freze as your 3 at the back. They're going to play a 3-4-3. Chachua, Duda, Belahain, and Lazovic across the middle with Liramento, Mosquera, and Suslov up top as your front 3. All right, so 3-4-3 coming at us from Verona. And then, of course, we discussed us setting up in a 4-2-3-1. Imbangula, after a great debut, can he follow it up today with a fantastic performance? Let's see. Ildiz coming off a fantastic match, all right, in his first with the number 10, in the number 10 role. Great showing there. Cambiaso, great shift in the first game, all right, but starts this one where he finished off the first game, all right, bagging an unbelievable goal when moved up to the right wing after Weah had to leave. And of course, Weah's one of the guys out. We have Milik, Weah, Thuram, and Adzic all out for this match, okay? And then across at the back there, what's funny right now is that this graphic shows Danilo and not Savona at the right back position, so they haven't got it right yet. I'm sure they'll update it here in a bit. Gatti and Bremer, we got to see Gatti continue. That armband may have gave him some wings in the first game, but again, it's Como. We're going to answer more questions around all our players as we get going here, all right? So we will see. I'm going to pull the lineup down here. Everybody drop a like while you are in here, all right? Let's go. Ciao to Eza joining in here. Man, and Calvin said Fubo's overpriced. You should use it. I did the VPN thing, and there's more and more jumping off on VPNs, and still, like, I was doing VPN and jumping on DAZN, and then they shut that down too, and it's frustrating. I just deal with it, but I voice my opinion a lot to Fubo, and I end up getting breaks on pricing too, so it's all good. Favorite kit on my wall? On the rack or on the wall? It's hard to say that it isn't the 95-96 Champions League winner there. But other ones on the wall, I'd have to say the 2011-12. Yeah, 3-star Sulcampo one. Those two probably favorites on the wall there. I'd have to go with those two. Alex P saying got to be the 96. It's hard to go against that one. It really, really is going to be hard to go against this one. I'm fired up here. We're looking at the Tifosi in the crowd there that made the trip for this one. All right, and let's go. Let's go. The gold one is a banger. The gold one, oh yeah, where the Selly, the Bernabeu. Oh yeah, we remember that one. Prediction for the game. My prediction, get yours in there. All right. Mine's 3-1. 3-1 Juventus victory. Oliver saying, hope you organize a visit to Turin if this channel hits 10K subs. I don't think it's a matter of if. I believe big things are to come for the channel. But you know what? Whether it does or doesn't, makes no difference. I'm having a blast, all right? And I love being here for you guys and sharing in all the moments, reactions, and everything. But it'll probably be before we hit 10K subs, all right? We're always trying to set meetups up. But, of course, from where I am to get over there, it takes quite a bit. And the family life, 2 young ones, wife, for me to take off and just head to Turin, it's... I got to really earn the brownie points. Let's put it that way, all right? Really got to work on those brownie points. But we'll figure something out very, very soon. And for those closer to us in North America, whatnot, let's see what happens with the Club World Cup. If it does, in fact, go down, we should have a great AJC Army link up, all right? Predictions 2-2 coming in from RB Comps. Wing of Winter coming in with the 3-0 Juve victory. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. A 1-1 draw from Chevy Silverado. CJ 2-1. Dushan and Keenan. I love it. Love it. Let's go. 2-1 tight win there. Okay. And then a thrashing from Dominique, 4-1 Juve victory. Love it. Love it. Mario coming in 2-1. Absolutely love it. Let's go. Let's go. Opa saying, my collection is 2003 third kit, 18-19 home, 22-23 Deschilio, 23-24 home, 2015 pink jersey, and 21-22 third kit. Nice. Nice. You guys have us on socials and everything. If you're ever posting kit collection stuff, whatnot, make sure you tag me in it. I absolutely love seeing everyone's collections and even the players they get and just the moments, the memories and stuff. It's cool why they choose certain kits or name sets for that matter. I absolutely love hearing the stories around them. RB just got the black third jersey yesterday. Nice. Our third kits this year are fantastic. We've got the Serie A anthem wrapped up. The handshakes are upon us, and then we're going to get to the action, everybody, all right? Absolutely fired up. Absolutely fired up here. Will say Fubo stepped up at least in their graphics on their presentation. It's pretty clean, looking good. At least they did that. Ah, ciao ciao. Questa sera vinceremo. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 3-1. 3-1 per Juventus. Oliver saying, I'm going to Turin first time as Juventini for over 25 plus years. Fantastic. Fantastic. If there's one thing I could recommend to anybody going to Turin, please reach out to our friend Maurizio from around Turin. You will not regret it, all right? He makes the experience heightened by at least 10 times, all right? It is fantastic. So make sure you reach out to our friend Maurizio. Juve store sucks. Been waiting over a month for my... Okay, I'm in the same boat. I've got 2 orders. I was waiting. I got 1 after 3 weeks. I'm still waiting for the second order that was actually placed like 2 days after. Oh my God. Fanatics hurting us. Oh, we got a Corto Musso scoreline here. Fino alla fine, 1897, 1-0. Let's go. We look at the graphics here. We look at the lads in the yellow, all right? Ready to rock. Di Gregorio, Savona, Cabal, Gatti, Bremer, Gatti, Capitano, Fagioli, Locatelli. And now we have a moment of silence for Sven-Göran Eriksson. And there we go. Moment of silence done for Sven-Göran Eriksson. We're ready to rock, everybody. I'm jacked. Let's go. Let's go. Woo! Still rocking the huddle. Juve is just like last season. Rocking the huddle. The final words coming in. Vlahovic. Making sure the hair is right. Piracy kills football. Shitty feeds. All right? Shitty feeds fuel piracy. Sort your shit. Let's go, everybody. It's time. It's time, baby. And we got kickoff, baby. Juve in possession. at the back here. Quickly scanning Bremer there. Ends up firing it over to Cabal. Cabal looking up for Yildiz. He's met there and challenged. Locatelli with a quick ball launch forward, trying to find Imbangula. Giving fits to the defender there. I believe it was Chachua. He puts it back to Montipo, pumps it forward. Cabal dropping back to collect it. Bremer went up for the aerial battle. Gatti in possession now. Fagioli trying to find space. He does. Collects on the right here. Back for Gatti. Over to Bremer. IPTV saves families. I love that. That's hilarious. Let's go. Minute in already. Juve in possession. Bremer making some calls. Wants to see some more movement. Doesn't like what he's getting. Cabal into Locatelli, and Locatelli gets that one. I don't even know what he's trying to do. Thinking a 1-2 with Cabal, but gets it all wrong on the left foot there. Shake that one off. Vlahovic calling for the press here. Cambiaso comes up forward. Gatti goes up aerially. Little nudge into the back there. Nudge into the back on Livramento. But he was offside. So Juve kicks things off here. Locatelli in possession. Scanning. Probably going to go back over to the right for Gatti. Savona making a long run. Gatti thought about it. Hesitated. Goes back to Di Gregorio. Now he goes over to Bremer. Fagioli's coming back to collect. But Bremer drives one in there for Cambiaso. Just a little bit out of his reach. Ball played forward. Savona couldn't handle it. Verona now trying to work its way out. Gatti intervenes. Sees this one out for a Verona throw-in. So Juve starting off with possession, but very errant passes so far. But again, 2.5 minutes in. So get it out of the way now and start to sharpen up. This one's cut off by Bremer. He pops this one forward trying to find Vlahovic. That's headed away. Played inside centrally. Cambiaso stops it for Fagioli. Played forward for Vlahovic. He can't settle that. Played back into the middle. Fagioli trying to defend here. Holding up his man. Livramento. He plays it back. It's with Duda. He's going to scan. Send it over to the right. Chachua. To the back now. Dawidovic. Back to Chachua. Trying to take on his man. Played forward and Locatelli cuts that one out and has it out. It's going to be a throw in to Verona. 3 minutes 13 in. Come on, everybody. Hey, we never had the air horn work. The air horn didn't work today. Duda with a ball forward, easily into the hands of Di Gregorio. Cabal on it, back to Bremer. Juve in possession at the back. Bremer's going to slide it over to Gatti. Tribute Gamer with a super chat sent in here. Much appreciated. Is Chiesa good enough for Liverpool and the Prem? Well, we might find out. I think he's a good player. I think Chiesa is a good player. I just think he's got to rediscover 2021. And it's anybody's guess if he can do it. Locatelli, another errant pass. Cambiaso wins it back, though. Gives it to Fagioli. Carrying it forward. Over to Cambiaso. Had a quick sight line of Savona making a run up there. Couldn't hit him with it. He's getting mauled here right now. That's got to be a foul. No advantage given. Shocking stuff there. Livramento runs at it now. He's taken Gatti on 1v1. Takes him to his left. And Gatti holds up very well. It's played in and now headed out. Savona up to Cambiaso. And he has it out. I have no idea how Cambiaso does not get any advantage on that, being mauled on the sideline there. But nonetheless, gives Verona a chance to break back at us, but we shut it down. Good work there from Gatti. 5 minutes, 22 seconds in here, 0-0. Savona's getting ready to take the throw in. Savona, quick throw to Locatelli, played back to him, and he pops it forward for Vlahovic. Beautiful switch field, and now there's space for Cabal to move into it. Now we can maybe hurt them. Cabal, he launches this one, looking Cambiaso's way, settles it. Drops it in here for Fagioli. He could turn, take a look. Has someone on his tail. Turns, finds Locatelli, played back to Gatti. Had an opportunity there. I'm not so sure if Cabal should have pulled up for that cross rather than drive that forward a little bit more. It's okay, though. We maintain in possession. Verona stays in their defensive shell. Bremer now over to Gatti. Side for Cambiaso. Push right back to Gatti. Locatelli wants it switched. Over to the left side. Inside to Fagioli. He scans. Sends it to Bremer. Locatelli still wants it. Bremer skips him, goes to Cabal. Cabal misses Yildiz. And now Verona tries to break through. A little bit of a race here. Mascher's taking on Bremer. And Bremer easily comes out with that ball. Now plays it forward. Puts Yildiz under in a tight spot. And Duda wins it back here for Verona. There was a better decision in front of him there, but let's see. Verona. Dawidovic over to Chachua. Back to Dawidovic. Has Duda right to his left. Plays it to him. Scans back to Dawidovic. Played up forward for Chachua. Held back. Back all the way to Dawidovic. He's going to have to switch field here. He does. Coppola. Now to Magnani. Back to Coppola. He's going to play to Montipo. Vlahovic putting the pressure on. Quickly played out to Dawidovic. And Imbangula's right there. Forces him route one. Cabal watching this one. I don't know if he's going to be able to shield that all the way. Oh my God, that's great work from Cabal. Tries to send it forward for Yildiz there, but it is cut out by a Verona player. That should be Juventus throw. And it is. Cabal getting ready to take it. Cabal is a beast coming in here from Giuseppe. Yeah, he looks very, very good. Very, very good. Ball played forward to Cambiaso. He settles it in Mangula. Back to Cambiaso. He drops it back to Locatelli, but it was beyond him. He had to go back and collect. Now up to Savona. Over to Locatelli. He's got a switch field open for him. Scans into Cambiaso. Right back to Locatelli. Verona not really applying much pressure to the ball when we have it at the back. Seems like they're happy to have our defenders in possession here. Just trying to flood lines and not let us break those lines. Midfield is absolutely stacked. 5 across the back for Verona. So really trying to take away any and all angles and lines here. Inside to Fagioli. Played back to Bremer. And Bremer's with a little bit of pressure on him from Mosquera. It's going to have to see it over to Gatti now. As Mosquera was applying decent amount of pressure there on that ball from Fagioli, which was a little light. Bremer gets the halfway line, scans. Now over to Fagioli. Finds himself on the left byline. Inside for Locatelli. One touch pass to Cabal. Cabal now. Inside to Cambiaso. Over to Locatelli. Now back to Cabal. Is he going to have a cross in? Thinks about it. Drops it back for Fagioli. On the carpet here. One touch pass attempted from Vlahovic. Nobody running onto it. He had Cambiaso and Imbangula just behind him. But he also got the touch wrong and it was very heavy. Going easily at Montipo. 10 minutes in. Possession 48% for Verona, 52 for Juventus. Absolutely no attempts from either side yet in the first 10 minutes. All right. Oh. Ball one back from Yildiz. Locatelli tried to settle it. It falls to Verona. Inside for Duda. Verona in possession. Scanning. It's with Bellahane. To Duda. He scans. Again inside. Finding Mosquera. But he's stripped of it. Mbangula then loses it to Duda. Feints a cross in. Drops back into Bellahane. He does have Magnani. And he does play that switch to the left side. Magnani scanning. Ends up going all the way back to Coppola. So Verona knocking it about right now. Trying to find some lanes. Now trying to get it over to the flank. But that's cut out by Cabal. Now Cambiaso settles it after a 50-50. Up to Vlahovic. Quickly plays it over to Yildiz. Does well to settle it. Now gives it to Locatelli, who finds Cabal. Cabal takes his time. Goes back to Locatelli. We have a big switch available with Savona. We might go that way, but first going to the defenders. Locatelli to Bremer. Back to Locatelli. Inside to Fagioli. Fagioli with a nice turn. Oh, his pass errant, but still falls to us, and then we give it right back. Vlahovic right back to Verona. Comes back to help and slow things down, though, so good work right there. And now we strip it. Cambiaso and Vlahovic both there, and they cross each other up. And Duda able to run back at Juventus, looking for his flank. Here's Chachua. Here comes a cross, and it's blocked by Cabal. Philip saying, why is everyone's first touch so bad? It's looking pretty rough, gotta say. "12 minutes in." Okay, well, closing in on 13, so nowhere to go but up as far as the first touch goes. We gotta sharpen up here. Verona with really slow possession when they're on it. Again, knocking it around the back. Not really looking for anything crazy. It seems like they're just happy to set things up on the outside, have a cross in, but they've yet to pull the trigger. Here's a little run back at us the opposite way. Trying to set something up. They're in deep. Here comes a cross. Di Gregorio easily picking that up off a deflection as it was fading towards his back post. Bremer. Over to Cabal. Up to Mbangula. Can't get the ball out of his feet. And Verona again. Here's a quick pass in. And that's chewed up. And then Bremer with a big block. Yeah, you know, in possession, our touch needs to step up here. We're losing the ball way too easily here. Bremer and Gatti close that one down good. And then Bremer with a big block on Mosquero. It is going to be a corner for Verona here. Bremer is class, absolutely. Bremer is class. Here we go. Corner for Verona. Juve's going to have to contend with this. Going to be an outswinger. Savona marking up on Coppola. Here's the ball in. It's low. Vlahovic clears immediately. It's going to go out on Verona's right flank for a throw-in. Come on, everybody. Let's go. Need Juve to pick it up. Snap out of it. So throw in from Verona. Now they have it at the back through Coppola. Gnani to his left. Dawidovic to his right. Plays it to Dawidovic. Suslov trying to get the ball forward. It's cut out. Here's Locatelli on it. Into Bremer. Now Bremer will pop it forward. Mbangula. Nice little one touch. Here's Yildiz. Into Mbangula. Played forward now for Cambiasso. Has a man ahead of him. Back to Mbangula. Trying to run this on the counter. Can they run it coast to coast? Mbangula back for Cambiasso. Hugging that left flank. Play back now to Cabal. Juve is going to control possession here. There's a quick switch available. Locatelli pings it to Gatti. Now in for Savona. Quickly closed down from Verona and forcing us back. Gatti in possession again. Fagioli moving around. Trying to see if he can find himself on this one. Bremer over to Cabal. Locatelli inside wants it. Back to Cabal. And Cabal misses Bremer. Di Gregorio comes out to collect. And now he hands it to Bremer. Into Locatelli, right back to Bremer. Over to Gatti. Fagioli swinging out to the right flank to collect. And now he's going to be on it. Inside for Locatelli. He turns. He's got Cabal to his left. Quickly plays it to him. See if we can pick up some urgency here. Let's go. Locatelli on it now. Inside to Fagioli. Fagioli swinging it out for Mbangula. He's going to take his man on. Feints as if he's going to do so. Drops it back for Locatelli. Locatelli plays it in for Cambiasso. Settles it. Stops it in for Yildiz. Out to Locatelli. Quick touch to Mbangula. Mbangula now. Out to Locatelli. Here's a shot. Oh! Nice shot from Locatelli. Forcing Montipo for the diving save as he tries to curl one on the back post. That's a nice hit from Loca. Not far from goal there. Nice hit from Loca. We get the corner kick here. See if we could strike on this one. Yildiz set to take this one. So we have seen in the first game us take some, not trick corners, but stuff off the training ground. We have enough guys that could do damage in the air. Have this ball in the mixer. Let's go. Here's Yildiz. The ball's in. Going back post. Headed clear from Verona. Savona finds himself on it. Is he going to have it back in the mixer? Here it is. This is a floating cross going back towards Gatti. He has it back in the mixer. Oh, it falls! Cabal just couldn't tap that one in here, but we get a foul call. Push in the back. So Verona will be able to breathe again and take over possession again. Believe they called Dusan with a little shove in the back there. I don't know why, actually. They actually called Cabal on the foul, kicking through the back there, but there was a shove on Cabal in the first place. Well, is what it is. 0-0 still. Hey, I think it's way too early for the Coco Melon show. 19 minutes. Take it easy. Man, in one game, has it come to this where we need to bag within 19 minutes every game? Gatti over to Bremer. Bremer now breaks the lines. Yildiz in ahead for Vlahovic. Oh, Vlahovic with an awful pass attempted there. Jeez. If you were going to try a little back heel, cheeky little back heel at the start, would have given it to you. But the turn and fire like that, got it all wrong. We've come to the emojis just not to say it. Love it. Oh, man. Love it. Love it. Everybody take a second while you're in here, too. Please drop a like. Fagioli has it back to Gatti. He's got Bremer to his left. He is scanning forward. Now over to Bremer. Cabal immediately to his left. He's going to collect now. Gets challenged. Actually loses it. That was Suslov. But it is going to be Juventus throw. Bremer off the throw-in from Cabal to Gatti. Has Savona to his right. Locatelli wants it back on the left. He collects it here. Has Cabal moving up that left byline. Here he is. Up ahead forward. Yildiz working on the left flank. Taking his man on. Oh, he cuts him. He's in the area. Cuts again. Oh, the shot's blocked. What a run from Yildiz. Cabal's on it now. We have them pinned. His cross is blocked, but that's okay. Yildiz comes in, collects again. Locatelli on it now, scanning. Back to Cabal. In Bangula now. Right on the line. Back to Cabal. Over to Locatelli. He's scanning. He's going to switch it over for Gatti. Gatti. Now he's going to move it forward. Drops it to Savona. Quick pass back. Fagioli's on it, scanning. To Locatelli. Locatelli. Now he's going to send it out for Mbangula. Had a little too much flight on it. Slowed down quite a bit. Here back to Cabal. Over to Locatelli. Inside for Fagioli. He could turn. He does. Here we go. Yildiz. Up to Locatelli. Cross coming in. Headed. Tapped it by Savona, but I think he's offside. Oh, man. That was lovely build-up, lovely play, but that was always going to be tough to read. And that ball comes in. Oh, yeah, he's up by a country mile there. Wouldn't that be something? Back-to-back debut goals in Bangula week 1 and Savona this week. Unfortunately, doesn't stay. Doesn't stay. Offside. That's okay. We keep working. We keep working. Yildiz. Oh, man. I thought he had his opening for that shot. That was a fantastic run, and then he just hesitated. Maybe gave that defender enough time for the block there, but let's keep it rolling. Gatti goes up aerial for this one. Wins it. Goes up again. Shove in the back. Easy call there. And Juve's going to return for a free kick in possession. As Mosquero was the one putting his arms through the back. And we get a cooling break, everybody. All right. All right. So let's look at the numbers, all right, as we're 23 minutes, 30 seconds into this one. 66% possession for Juventus. 4 total attempts for Juve to 1 from Verona, okay? In terms of any big chances created, nothing big right now, all right? Locatelli with the best attempt, forcing a big save from Montipo. He was probably a foot from a guaranteed goal there on that hit. It was a good strike, though. So the touch started off pretty rocky. We were very, very sluggish at the start, but it's been a slow build-up into this game, and you could feel us starting to turn the screw. Let's see if we can kick it up a notch and hit like a second gear. I don't even know why they're showing the graphic on this Savona goal for offside. It's clear as day and by a mile. But, yeah, let's see if we can dial it up another notch. We got coming here. The game is about attitude. Switch it up, Juve. Let's go. Let's go. Simone Rocchi jumping in. Ciao, ciao. Let's go. 0-0, but I feel like a goal is upon us, everybody, all right? Simone, we're playing good. We're playing well. It was a slow start, sluggish start, but we've been gradually building up. 66% possession for us, 4 total attempts to 1 from Verona. Locatelli so far with the best shot attempt, forcing a nice diving save from Montipo. I say in the next 8 minutes, we have one from Juve. In the next 8 minutes, we're at 25 minutes, 30 seconds. I say by 33 and a half, it's 1-0 Juventus. Who's with me? Let me know in the chat. By 33 minutes, it's 1-0. Launched forward here. Gopola comes in to clean it up. Oh, Savona overruns it, but that's okay. Fagioli tracks back, collects it. Gatti on it now. It's going to go over for Bremer. Cabal immediately to his left, plays it to him. Scanning forward, plays it up for Mbangula. Into Yildiz. We're in tight quarters here. Yildiz does well, finding Cabal. Trying to launch it for Mbangula. Look at the wheels on the kid. Nice diving challenge from Chachua. Good work from Mbangula. I think it does go off him in the end for a Verona throw. Yeah, and Mbangula's not happy about it. Chachua kicked the ball out thinking that it was going to be our throw. What do we got here? By minute 40, it's 1-0 for Juve. All right. Opa saying 80th minute. Cortomuso. Hey, old habits die hard sometimes. But hopefully that's not the case in this one. Let's go. I feel we're going to get one here. Feel we're going to get one here soon. Game like this, you got to watch for Verona on any type of break. So we had to shore up the mistakes and clean those up quickly. Oh, here's a nice challenge. We win it back inside for Vlahovic. It's in! Vlahovic! Let's go! What did I tell you? We didn't have to come close to 33rd minute. Vlahovic, let's go! Yes! Yes! Come on, baby! Let's go! Locatelli pounces on this one right there. Lovely challenge, all ball. Yildiz right to Vlahovic and boom! Yes! Get in there, let's chalk one up for the good guys, everybody. Chalk one up for the good guys, baby. Love it. And man, I was getting nervous. Vlahovic's touch to start this game. He was in tight. 3 defenders closing in. Yes. Yes. Come on. Hell of a finish, buddy. Hell of a finish. Traffic in tight there. I believe they are looking for that challenge. They are looking at that challenge from Locatelli there. It looked good. And it stands, baby. It stands. Let's go. 1-0 Juve. Come on. Love it. Look at this. Look at this, everybody. Look at all your reactions. Everybody just pumped in there. Love it. And yes, Yildiz with the assist. Berto with the crystal ball. Hey, even a broken clock is right twice a day, everybody. Let's go. Forza Juve, 1-0. Dusan puts us in the lead. We're back in possession now. Yildiz trying to retain possession for us. Has it off of Suslov. It's going to be a Juventus throw-in. Look at all the time I had to spare. I told you guys, 33 minutes. My God. Had it before 28 hit. Yildiz switching this field, looking Vlahovic's way. Settled now. Oh, Savona takes too much of a touch, but still comes out with it. Oh, settle down, kid. It's okay. Settle down. Bremer. Over to Cabal. Inside for Locatelli. Now out to Gatti. Little pass back for Di Gregorio. Little bit of pressure coming there into Locatelli. He pops this one out for Gatti. Ooh, little bit of a touch there, but he earns a foul. Livramento there with the foul on Gatti. Fagioli quickly in for Locatelli. Back to Fagioli. He slots it over to Bremer. Bremer does have Cabal on the left byline. Plays it to him. He scans. He's probably going to go back to Bremer. He does. Juve continue to control possession here. Knocking it about patiently at the back before starting to look to break the lines. Here's some movement. Yildiz coming back. His touch a little bit heavy, but he still gets it back inside to Locatelli. Now played forward for Yildiz. Inside. Cambiaso's there to make the follow-up run. Oh, too far for Mbangula. Is it going to stay in play? No. Just out as he sends a very aggressive through ball up that left flank. Vlahovic made me nervous here. 3 guys in tight there and needed the precision on the touch there, and he got it. Set himself up to slot past Montipo. Lovely goal. And we need him firing. We need him firing. Chachua playing up to Mosquero. He's battling. Forced all the way back. Pretty much to Coppola, the center back, just to retain possession. Good pressure from Juventus. And there's Savona. Easily handling Lazovic. Out on the left byline. It's going to be a throw-in for Verona. They'll take it all the way back to Magnani. Coppola. Now to Dawidovic. Here we go. Verona starting to push forward now. Magnani, this is as high as he's been. Top of the area out on the left byline. His cross, blocked by Cambiaso, will go out for a throw-in. Motta appreciates the effort defensively. Lazovic now looking to take this throw-in for Verona. Played in. Fagioli. Good challenge there. Good work from Fagioli. Cambiaso back to Savona. Played forward. Misses Fagioli. And Verona's going to keep us pressed back. I wonder if Verona will start to try and push towards Savona's side more. Try to ask questions of him. And this one gets away from... holy smokes, he almost bailed at the end there. But Lazovic. And now we hit the 33 minute. We're 1-0. When's the second goal coming for Juve, everybody? What's the predictions on the second? Oh, Simone wasted no time saying next Mbangula. All right. Yildiz can play anywhere and be effective. Hey... From actually Bayern's academy to Primavera to next gen, he played anywhere across that front 3. And he could do it. Mbangula, this one gets away from him. Look at the work to get back in there, but unfortunately gets called for a foul. Verona puts this one back into play. Chachua on the right flank. Carries forward. Mbangula drops back to force him back to Dawidovic. Duda's dropped back to collect. He's on the ball now for Verona. Belayen. And he's going to send it out for Chachua. Here comes a cross. No, he feints. Tries to beat his man again and loses it. Yildiz. It's... Oh, Fagioli. Turns his head. And gets a foul. Gives him a good free kick somewhere. Yildiz was trying to thread the needle there and... Risky play, and Fagioli was scanning, so he had turned his head away because he was scanning to see what was forward. And, yeah, that's a little bit of an error. Had to take that foul. I mean, professional foul. Let's see what happens here. This is in a really good spot for a free kick taker. I mean, Jesus, you're squared up right center. just at the top of the 22 circle. Yildiz. Just having a little lie down there behind the wall. Hands on your junk, hand over your heart. Let's go. Be big, Wall. Duda over it, but no. It's hit low, deflected out. We're not going to be able to keep it out for a corner, all right? So Verona's going to be on a corner here. Wall does his job. Actually, they're claiming it hit a Verona player. There we go. Launch forward here. Okay, so next goal. You guys want next goals? Do we get another one this? Oh, Cabal takes a late challenge there as he was gone. Suslav. Could be a yellow there, but it doesn't look like he's going to get one. I think I'm going to say we add... I think this one will finish 1-0 to half. The next goal for Juve will be early in the second half. That's what I'm going to say. Hey, much love. My friend from South Africa. We're playing well. We're playing well. Slow, sluggish start, but we picked it up. We've got healthy possession sitting at 65%. We've got 4 total attempts to 2 from Verona. And, yeah, 1-0 lead. Since the goal, maybe a little bit of let up here. Verona trying to push things a little bit more. We seem a little bit more comfortable off the ball, but I think we'll get back into the rhythm of things and pick up the possession. I think now we might even try and strike on a counter. And we had a couple counters that looked dangerous, so we should be okay to do a little bit more damage there, brother. And defensively, first game was Como, okay, but even Verona now, we are not giving them anything. Not a sniff of anything, all right? And as far as... their opportunities go. Look at the touch there from Cambiasso. Imbangula sent through. Cross in. Yes, it's in. That's a second. That's Cambiasso. No, it's Savona. Oh, my God. I thought that was Cambiasso. That's Savona on the debut. Holy smokes. He did it. Oh, my God. I say Juve's going to get the second one, all right, at the beginning of the second half. Savona says, hold my beer, Berto. Hold my beer. Are you kidding me? Amazing. Vlahovic tries to put it home there, and it ends up just floating in there. Imbangula with the cross and Savona with the header. Everybody expecting Vlahovic to tap that one, and he doesn't connect. Oh my God, just floats this one back to the back post. Oh, I think Vlahovic got a touch. Man, that's great effort there from Savona. Great effort to latch onto that one at the back post. I don't care who got it. It's 2-0. 2-0 for Juve. I love it. Let's chalk another one up for the good guys, everybody. They're going to give it to Savona right now. 2-0, baby. 2-0. Let's go. We are cooking. We are cooking, everybody. I literally just finished saying that we're becoming comfortable off the ball, not giving them a sniff of anything, and we could probably just do some damage on counters. And you literally have exactly that. Mbangula with the cross. Savona gets his header to it. We still got to wait to see officially if they're going to change that. Look at Cambiasso right in Suslov's face, or Lazovic's face. He's fired up. I love it. Savona there, cross coming in. It's headed out. Everybody working hard on the defensive side right now. Chachua, here comes a cross. And Gatti heads this one out. Cambiasso has it out. It's going to be a throw-in for Verona. 41 minutes, 14 seconds. 2-0 for the good guys, baby. Juve up. Bad touch there from Mosquero. It's going to go out. It's going to be Di Gregorio's for a goal kick. Lazovic and Cambiasso told to settle things down as they get a little heated on the sideline. I love that too. Need a little bit of the shithousery, everybody. Love it. Love it. Let's go. Man, I thought that was Cambiasso at that back post. Ends up being Savona. This kid getting active up front. Getting after it. Wants one. Right now, it's his. We'll see if they change it. Duda gets by Cabal, running out. It's out to Mosquera, and there's a block from Bremer. And he shuts it down after. Locatelli into Yildiz, into Fagioli. Tried to get it up there. It's cut out. Cabal's on it. Finding Mbangula. Back to Cabal. He does well. He earns a throw in here for Juventus. No, they're going to give it to Verona. Cabal's is left a little bit miffed on that one. Verona now on it. Bellain out to Magnani on the left flank. He's going to have it back. Gopola over to Dawidovic. Inside Duda. Has it blocked. Cabal heads it forward. Oh, it's a weak header. But we still put pressure on them. Gopola can't get this one cleared right. Two-hand shove right in front of the ref there on Yildiz. But that's okay. He comes away with it. Doesn't earn a foul there as Duda comes away with good position. Out to Lazovic. That's chewed up. Here's Savona. Coast to coast, kid. Have a go. Cambiasso out to flex. It falls. In line for Vlahovic. Taking on two men. Tries to have it over a cross for Mbangula. He would have really had to thread the needle on that one. Locatelli collects. A ton of space ahead of him. In for Fagioli. He scans, turns, in for Locatelli. They're not going to force anything right now. 2-0 up. Juve's going to be comfortable. We're going to force Verona to try and open up. And if they're going to let us play like this, we will just continue to do so. Lovely play forward here. Back to Cabal. He's got Gatti over to his right. We'll swing it out to him. Now over for Bremer. Puts it forward for Locatelli. Scans inside to Yildiz, who drops to the halfway line to collect. Cabal to Bremer. Verona now trying to push men forward to give us a little pressure. Gatti on it. Onto the outside for Savona. And the press is halted as they're spread out as we get four men creating a box on the flank there that they simply can't cover. Bremer. Now over to Cabal. So we got 3 minutes of stoppage time here. 2-0. Juventus played forward for Gatti right along that right byline. He's going to go all the way back to Di Gregorio. Di Gregorio asking Fagioli to swing out wide. Now shifts it to Bremer. Now back to Fagioli. Fagioli carrying this forward. Now up ahead for Gatti. Back for Fagioli. Again, possession's going to be key here for Juventus. They're going to just try and force Verona to work off the ball. Kill some energy. Move them side to side. And just ask questions, right? If they're not going to come after us. Oh, questionable there. And then Bremer has his pass deflected, but we still come out with it. Savona now. And Locatelli says, right back here in support. And now into Mbangula. Makes a turn there. Plays it inside for Savona. Mbangula took his man. Savona just eats the ball and goes back for Locatelli. He's got Cabal all the way over to his left. He plays it to him. Just a lot of control here from Juve. Just control. Just moving Verona around. Getting them to spend their energy. Moving side to side. And waiting for some lanes to open. And if they don't, we just start it up again. Very, very simple. Very, very simple. But it's smart. Simple and smart. Love it. Savona takes a throw in for Juventus. Goes all the way back to Gatti. We're closing in on the 47th minute mark. We're going to have one more minute of stoppage time before hitting halftime, everybody. 2-0 up going into the half. That's what you do. That's what you do heading into the game. That could leave you as the first and only undefeated side in Serie A through 2 matches. That's how you approach it. Away from home against Verona. I love it. Absolutely love it. We already got some shouts for man of the match first half going to Savona. We're going to get into rankings and everything, everybody, in a bit here for the halftime. Absolutely love it. Chachua's in the area. Cross in, and that's cleared out. We got about 20 seconds until halftime. Duda's on it now. He's going to have a cross low and hard. Cabal easily sees it out. And then between Yildiz, Locatelli, and Mbangula, 3 quick passes, and we are out just like that. And we are just going to shut this one down. 8 seconds. Ref's going to take a look at his watch here and blow this one. And there it is, everybody. Hey, let's hear it for the lads. Another solid half of football, everybody. All right, 2-0. Let's go. What a feeling. What a feeling watching this team play in contrast to what we were getting, all right? Vlahovic on the scoreboard. Right now, Savona on there as well. Those are your 2 goal scorers. Vlahovic in the 28th minute. Savona in the 39th. 2-0. Very happy with what I'm seeing, says Lester Williams. Absolutely. We have to be happy. We have to be happy. They're taking care of business, all right? We're going to get to stats, and then we're going to get to ratings, all right? Look at the good vibes. I told you, everybody, today's all about good vibes. All about good vibes. JTA Bianconero, good first half. I love the new Juventus. I take this half over any of last year's games. There you go. There you go. Mbangula assist again this game, and Yildiz with an assist. Hey, we're cooking. We're cooking, everybody. UA Cornercast, we are back. We're back, baby. Hey, might be too soon, but it's better. It's better, and it's moving in the right direction. Let's go with that. One game at a time, all right? As far as this particular game, statistics are as follows, everybody. 65% possession for Juventus, 5 total attempts to Verona's 3. All right? In terms of shots on target, out of our 5, 3 of them are on target. 4 of those attempts are from inside the box, all right? We're looking good. Played a solid half. As far as some of their opportunities too, really from mistakes we made. We got to sharpen up, but we started off this game very sloppy, sluggish, but man, it just grew and grew and grew. We're in control now. And you can't help but feel we're probably going to just continue to be in control and wait for them to open up. And when they open up, boom, we look sharp and ready to pounce and like we're going to keep going for more goals. Wake me up. Amazing. Now, let's get to the ratings, everybody. Di Gregorio. He's at 6.6. Not much work for the keeper, and I love to see it. All right? Love to see it. Not much work for him. Let's keep it that way. Savona's at a 7.4, everybody. All right? The kid's debut game. Debut start. 7.4 coming out of that half. All right? Gatti at a 6.9. Bremer at a 7.2. Those guys continue to look solid. All right? How's everybody feel about, remember worrying about Bremer in a four-man back? And I always said I don't think he's going to be a problem. But Gatti, has he found like another level? Again, it's Como, it's Verona. We take it one game at a time, but these guys look good. Okay, they look good. Cabal, 6.4. Yeah, a little bit quiet from his side, but the work he's doing is tremendous. But he does have these passing errors here and there that sometimes are troublesome. 6.5 is fine. Fagioli's at a 6.9. Locatelli at a 7.3. Cambiasso at a 6.6. Imbangula at a 6.8. Yildiz at a 7.2. And Vlahovic at a 7.4, okay? I'll be quite honest here. This looks really good. It looks really good. Like Savona coming out with a 7.4. He's got, as far as touches go, 26 touches. He's 13 for 16 in passing. He's had one cross that was accurate. He's won 2 out of 3 ground duels. He's played a very simple game. 1 interception, 1 tackle. He's only been dribbled by once. And he finds himself on the score sheet, all right? So that's a solid half from him. Fagioli. What did everybody think about Fagioli? I thought he was very active. He's moving everywhere. Left flank, right flank, like super active. Even Locatelli is super active. The two of them are interchanging side to side, forward to back, and it's looked good. I think he could be a little bit more influential in the final third from Fagioli. He looks very quick to pass it off. I think he's got a little bit more to him that could come out. I think he's got a little bit more to him to come out. But as far as his rating, 6.9, I have no problems with it. Locatelli sits at 7.3. He's on the ball 59 touches, 92% pass percentage, 47 for 51. One key pass. He had a great shot attempt that was a foot away from goal, where it would have been completely out of Montipo's reach. 2 for 2 on ground duels, 1. Has only lost the ball 5 times. The midfield keeps doing its job. Yildiz, 31 touches, 86% pass percentage, 1 key pass, and even winning the ground duels, 3 for 4. Just a lot of work from him, and he again is really hugging that left flank. But I like what everybody's doing. Cambiasso, I don't know if you guys notice, he is everywhere. He's playing the right wing, but you see Cambiasso absolutely everywhere. And it's like this X factor for the teams trying to defend us because they have no idea where this guy's going to be, where he's going to go, and it totally ruins their coverage. It's looking good, everybody. It's looking really, really good. Savona very active, and again, we're kind of forming that back three with Cabal, Bremer, and Gatti. It's looking good. Imbangula, not a lot of work for him to have to move in this game, like 24 touches, but he's 16 for 17 on passing. 2 key passes. 1 accurate cross that ends up being the assist for him, okay? And he's getting involved in ground duels. Only won 1 out of the 5, but he's very much involved. Only losing the ball 5 times, and I bet you for all our players, the possession loss numbers are high at the beginning of the game when we were slow and sluggish. But I'll be quite honest, this is a great half of football. Great half of football from Juve. Very, very solid. I am extremely happy. I would also be extremely happy for everybody that is with us right now to drop a like on this video, okay? Take a second, and now we're going to get to your comments, all right? Let's see what we got. Luca has had a solid game so far from Dragons 8. Absolutely. Absolutely. We got Blackfire saying, can't see Gatti anymore at Juve. Every time he has the ball, I'm nervous that he can lose the ball. Plus, he makes the game very slow when the ball must circulate faster. Wow. Okay. So, I get you. I totally understand, because we've talked about this a bunch with how much our backline is on the ball. It can get nerve-wracking at times, because sometimes they hesitate on when they're going to break the lines and waiting for those passing opportunities. But overall, I feel okay. I feel okay overall. Let's see. Fagioli has many months without games. Remember that, coming back 100% needs time. I have no issues with his game in that first half, to be quite honest. He's got a little bit more. I think he'll make the necessary steps. Imagine with Nico or Sancho or Conceição on the pitch. Oh my God. It still sounds like the way everything shaped up this past weekend, like we're dreaming, you know, like, is this actually going down? It's crazy. Solid ballers coming in. Solid ballers coming in. Okay. Yildiz stepping up into the 10. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, and look at this. We got a gifted AJC membership. Much appreciated from Dragons 8. Whoever received that, congrats, all right? And reminder to everybody that is in the AJC Army, or if you choose to join, it's through memberships that have to be on a desktop. If you're on a desktop, you could choose to join in, all right? And then you get into our private chat, which is a lot of fun. We get to meet you and always carry on discussions from the shows and always talking about Juve and everything in general, all right? A lot of fun. But big shout out to Dragons 8. And of course, members, get priority on call-in shows, which are all now going to be on playback. The description for that, in our description to this video, you'll find the link to that, okay? Should be one coming up later today as well, around maybe 7-ish Eastern time, all right? Where we'll tackle round 2 of action in Serie A. But this is great. We've got amazing so far from this team. There you go. Loving it. Loving it. So, some mixed feelings on Fagioli in there too. Some mixed feelings on Gatti. Some not trusting him. But I gotta say, so far, I don't think anybody that's played through the 2 games has given us anything to not trust them about so far. Okay? So far. But, let's just take it right now, one half at a time. We're not even go one game at a time, but one half at a time. And so far, it's looking good. It's looking good. Let's see. Do you think my Finnish man, Poyampalo, can step up at Venezia? He won Golden Boot in Serie B last season. I mean, somebody's got to do it for him. I think he will actually do okay for Venezia. I was actually watching a thing on Venezia. I was watching like previews on clubs and everything. I think he'll do okay. I actually think he'll do okay, but as far as making a prediction for where he's going to finish, I'm not going to go to that length. I'm not going to go to that length. Eric saying, Al, I'm not sure I like both Luca and Fagioli as the double pivots. Should be one or the other, and Luis. I think, when I think about the midfield, Locatelli and Fagioli makes sense, because Locatelli's more of the defensive, like, he's the tackler. He's your ball winner. He makes sense. So the two of them make sense. If you're going to have Luis out there and Fagioli, I don't think that one makes a whole lot of sense, to be honest. But Luis's defensive work isn't, like, he's not a slouch defensively either, okay? He's not a slouch either. So it could maybe work. But Thuram ultimately will shore things up. The other wild card is you've got Yildiz at the 10 spot. When Yildiz rotates and we get another player in there, it changes everything. Then Luis can enter. We can also shape up in a 4-1-4-1, which would open the door for Luis, Fagioli, and even Locatelli or Thuram, etc. So the possibilities are insane, you guys. Like, I'm stoked. We talked about it on the previous show today. You're adding Gonzalez that could also play the 10 role, that could play both wings. You've got Conceição could play both wings. If we land Cope, that could play anywhere in the middle of the park in the 10. Guys, this could be an iconic mercado in terms of the transition we've been waiting for 4 years that never happened has finally come, you know, and it's all making sense. Mota with these guys, you know, it's we gotta obviously not get too hyped up, but the possibilities look fantastic, you guys. They really, really do. They really, really do. We got more coming in here. Shatterstar. Ciao, Berto. Ciao. Ciao, amico. Locatelli looks like a different player. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's going good so far. Consistency will be key, and there is going to be challenges for starting spots and minutes at Juve. I love that. Healthy challenge. Let's keep it rolling. Much appreciated. It's Jeff with an X for the support on the super chat. First 20 minutes of the half was dull, but the last 20 minutes of the half was absolute fire. Oh, yeah. It looks good. It looks good. So, we got any ideas as to why Luis still not starting? I kind of said what I'm thinking is because we only have one substitute right now on the forward line because Mbangula, Yildiz, Vlahovic are all out there. That's only Angele. So, I think Luis will come in and play the advanced midfield role, and Yildiz will probably slide over. So I think that's the reason why. We have 2 subs in the midfield, only 1 in the forward role. I think he's just going to save him for later on in the game. And, you know, he didn't have a whole bunch time with us and had Copa America, then his vacation, maybe some legs, you know, just going it like that. Yeah, I'm not terribly concerned as far as that goes, okay? But it's looking great, you guys. It's looking great. Looking lonely at the top. Hey, we're 45 minutes away from, being first through the 2 rounds on 6 points. A great start. And to be honest, Roma's looking rough to start. We should take advantage of that next game, all right? But first, we don't get ahead of ourselves. We finish the task at hand. So, how do the predictions look so far? Where was your prediction? I was 3-1 going into this one. 3-1 for Juventus. We are 2-0 at the half. Let's see if we got more goals in us here. Tuna Steaks in. Make it 4-0, please. Oh, man. If we hit 4 goals in this one, like, I wouldn't have expected 4. I wouldn't have expected 4. And I thought 1 goal was going to be a PK. I thought we'd score 2, get a PK, maybe allow 1, 3-1, right? But if we hit 4, we might have to give a jersey away on the post-match podcast tomorrow, everybody. I don't know. We might have to give a kit away if we score 4, okay? But Omer made a bet with me, and it was if Juve scores 3 goals and we win today, that I have to wear one of my old kits from when I was young that's like super tight for the post-match show tomorrow. And hey, that might go down. Let's see. We always love the wagers, but yeah, we might be giving a kit away tomorrow. Let's do it. If we get 4 goals today and win, if we get 4 from here, I'm expecting to win. We get 4, we win. We're gonna give a kit away tomorrow live on the post-match podcast. Let's go. Everybody, get those likes up. Let's go. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And we always appreciate all the support. You guys sharing the content. Let's go. We look at the lads coming out of the tunnel. Bremer, Mbangula, Cabal, Locatelli, Di Gregorio, Pinso, Vlahovic. Vlahovic with the front tuck on the kit there. What a statement. Savona getting ready, getting loose and limber for the second half. Great first half for him in his debut. I love how he just keeps it simple. He just keeps it simple. You never see him do too much. I love it. Cambiasso is so freaking good. I'm a big Cambiasso fan. Big Cambiasso fan. We gave away several Cambiasso kits to close out the year last year. He really started to dial it in. He is tremendous, and he can literally play like almost anywhere on the pitch, man. It's crazy. The versatility on this team makes us dangerous, and we are adding more versatility. It's amazing. Second half is underway. The ticker's going. We're back at her. Yildiz with the touch into Fagioli. Mbangula with a cheeky little back heel over to Cabal. Now played forward for Mbangula again. It's going to come back, going into Locatelli. And Locatelli eats a foul there. Suslov. And we're going to be able to take over on the free kick here. Juventus supporters making the most noise over the home crowd here. Love to see it. Hopefully we have a lot to cheer about all season long, everybody. Locatelli over to Fagioli. Over to Gatti. Locatelli calls it to go to Bremer. Bremer collects now. Gatti to his right, Cabal to his left. Moves it to Gatti. He's going to play it over for Savona. Quick 1-2 exchange. Sent forward. Vlahovic just applies pressure. And Coppola will put it out. It's going to be a throw in to Juventus. Deep in Verona's territory on the right flank for us. Savona steps forward to take. Savona has a throw in. Cambiaso ends up losing it there, but Juve with good pressure wins the ball back immediately. Locatelli up ahead, but that's given away by Cambiaso. Verona trying to run back at us now. Good pressure here, and we win it back. Gatti inside for Fagioli. Quick little touch here. And now Yildiz spreads it out to Cabal. Mbangula ahead of him there, but Cabal trying to get around his man. He does so. Gets around two, earns a foul. He's a beast, man. Doesn't quit. His touch kind of got away from him there. He was maybe trying to do too much, but he makes it work just from sheer determination and fight. It's hard not to cheer that guy on, man, and support him. Like, he just kills himself for the cause. I love it. I love it. Oh, Christy So wants to buy a membership, but they're not available in your country. I don't understand why not. That's bizarre. Reach out to me on one of the socials after the match, and we'll figure this one out, okay? We'll figure this one out. Cambiaso inside to Locatelli. Nice little quick pass to Yildiz. Over to Cabal. Cabal into Yildiz. Right through the back there. Locatelli steps in. Tries to have it forward for Vlahovic. And then heads it. Vlahovic settles. Yildiz on it. Scanning. And now goes back for Gatti. Juve continues to control possession here. Waiting for Verona to really apply the pressure and open themselves up. Gatti over to Locatelli now. Juve's not going to really force anything. Locatelli to Cabal. Back over to Gatti. Bremer scanning over to Gatti. No, feints to Gatti. Now goes to him. 49 minutes. 2-0 Juventus. Gatti on it. Knocked it over to Bremer here. Verona finally winning the ball back, playing it back to Montipo. A little bit of pressure from Vlahovic. Mbangula now going to apply a little bit. They switch it over to the opposite side for Coppola. Going to move this one forward, but they're still pressed back. Montipo now has Dawidovic there to his right. Plays it to him. Quickly pressed by Mbangula and can only go route one. And there's Bremer heading this thing down. But he gets called for the foul. Over Mosquero's back. Dawidovic up to Chachua. Play back for Duda, but misses him. Coppola will pick it up. Play it to Magnani. Or sorry, Belayen. Over to Magnani. Back to Belayen, and they can't keep it in. Oh, sloppy stuff from Verona, but I'll take it. I'll take it. 50 minutes, 27 seconds, 2-0 Juve. Savona on the throw-in for Juve. Very, very slow start to this second half. But again, we're in control. Keep in possession, and we're not going to risk anything if we don't have to. We're going to wait for Verona to open up. Bremer over to Cabal. Ooh, Cabal back inside to Bremer. Yildiz. Oh, Cabal comes in and wins that. That's fantastic. And Cabal carries on the run, finding him Bangula. Is he going to take his man 1v1? Running at him, taking it to his left. Oh, there's a challenge in there. It's a PK. Imbangula earns the PK. We got a shot at 3. Gets his defender to bite. Oh my God, look at that. Oh yeah, that's a brutal challenge. He knew immediately, and Imbangula just ate him up there. Look at that. Woo! Cooking. He's cooking. Dushan on the brace, everybody. Dushan on the brace. Come on, let's go. 3-0 at stake here. This would surely seal this game for Juve. And the yellow card to Chachua. Vlahovic. Let's go, Dushan. Hit your brace. Hit your brace. Come on. Stepping up. Vlahovic. It's good. There you go. 3-0. Woo! Dushan buries the PK, and Juve puts the stranglehold on Verona. 3-0. Let's go. Let's go! Yes! Yes! Absolutely love it. Waits Montipo out. Has him leaning hard to his right and then finishes. I absolutely love it. Let's go. Let's go, everybody. We're cooking. We're cooking now. We're cooking now. Let's chalk up another one for the good guys. Hey, 3 in a victory. We're probably giving a kid away tomorrow. 3 in a victory. We're giving a kid away tomorrow. You're going to want to be there, all right? Cooking. Cooking. Dushan, let's go. Holy smokes. You guys, we might be bored this season from an altogether different reason. It might be from spanking everybody. Not from our play, but just bored from spanking these guys. 3-0 Juve, 53 minutes, 47 seconds. Let's go. Hey. Be afraid, Serie A. Be very afraid. I love it. I love it. Let's go. Same time as always, my friend. Around 8:40-ish a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Vlahovic, first hat-trick for Juve coming up. Big shout there from Tristan. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, yeah. We swing the ball out. Cabal now sending him Bangula again. Him and Chachua. Up forward for Cabal. Oh, just tried to slot it in. And the trailing leg from the defender halts it. Mosquero being watched by Bremer. Just not allowing Verona to breathe. Not even for a second. And we're 3-0 up. This is amazing. Unreal. Vlahovic on the brace. Savona with a goal. Yildiz with an assist. Imbangula with an assist. And he drew the PK. Beautiful stuff here. We're just cooking. We're just cooking. Kenny D, this Verona team smashed Napoli with 3-0. It's... yeah, maybe that says a lot about where that team was at. That Napoli side going into that one, because Verona hasn't looked anything like that in this one. And they're at home here. It's, yeah, not what many expected. They are going to make a couple changes here, but Juve in the driver's seat and in serious control here with a stranglehold 3-0. Oh, God. God, I love that. Just love it. Raven coming in here mad. For the love of God, I don't remember a game like this away at the Bentegodi. I can sip my wine and chill. Amazing. I love it. It's a beautiful thing. If we get Cope, it's over. Hashtag free Cope. All the news says tomorrow is going to be the day. But hey, we've also heard that for how many weeks now? Let's see. This is amazing though, you guys. Solid performance from Juventus right now. Gatti comes in, cleans this one up. Nicely slotted inside. Yildiz on it now, or Fagioli, excuse me, carrying it up through the middle, drops it to Bremer, now over to Cabal. And again, Juve's going to take their time. We're 3-0 up, haven't hit the 60-minute mark. We're just going to continue to wait for Verona to open things up. Knock the ball side to side, make them use their energy, make them run around. Over to Savona on the right. He's going to launch this one forward, looking for Vlahovic. Headed back down by Coppola. Duda's going to collect. Cambiaso applying pressure, pushing him back. Coppola pressed. And here's again, being swallowed up. Gatti, Cambiaso, both in there. Here's Fagioli adding to the pressure. Here's Mbangula adding to the pressure. They go all the way back to Montipo. And he launches this one. Gatti gets ready to win this aerial and heads it all the way back to the back line. Coppola collects. So Verona in possession now. Trying to make something happen for them. Belain here into Duda, but they've had nothing. Juve giving them nothing for space. Spread out to Chachua, the man who gave up the PK. And Mbangula wins it back from him. Cabal into Bremer. Ooh, tried to play it into Mbangula. Gets eaten up, and now here's a through ball, but just goes out. And this is the thing, like, it's easier to play, I feel, for these guys because just a sequence like that. There's a through ball available. Your 3-0 victory. You take it. It doesn't matter you're 3-0 up. Doesn't matter about killing games. Doesn't matter about this. Like, you take what's there and you let the other team continue to work. They have to run back. They have to defend that. They have to shift. Like, it's about wasting energy, right? And I can't help but feel like maybe, you know, before we were making it harder for ourselves when you don't take what's there. You have to continue to play the game. And here we go. Lovely switch. Yildiz has space. And here we go. Out to Mbangula again. Being watched by Chachua. Cuts inside this time. Played in. Here's Fagioli. Lovely dribbling. Cuts in. Oh, tried to get a shot off. It was deflected. Still almost fell for Cambiaso. Now flipped out. And Bremer's touch doesn't work out, but Locatelli right there to clean it up. Cabal picks it up over to Gatti. Juve easily in control again. And yes, everyone keeps talking about this. Imagine with Nico Gonzalez in there, Conceição, Cope Miners, even like if it's Cope and Sancho, that's insane, all right? But even Cope Mainers, it's just insane. And look, what are the odds of winning us win the league without a? Hey, calm. I know. Hey, I'm ready to be right there with everybody and just take this thing to the moon. But one game at a time. One game at a time. One game at a time. But it's looking good, you know. It's looking really good. It's looking positive. It's the right idea, anyways. It's the right intentions. And that's what matters. And for me, I said this year for me, I want to be the team that everybody hates to play, that everybody's going to dread to play against. Oh, here's Yildiz. Breaking behind the D, left-footed shot, but right at Montipo. Did well to trap that in stride and keep running forward. Cabal, sliding challenge, cuts that pass out. Foul there, though, on the follow-up for Fagioli. And yeah, how many Juve fans are at the stadium right now? You can hear them loud and proud. Absolutely love that. That's a Juve we need. Going into someone else's house, spanking them. Switching this out for Chachua. Verona in possession here. Dawidovic. Here they go, pressing up the left side. Trying to make something happen again. Not a lot of space for them, Duda. But again, getting forced out of the central areas. Only being able to work with the perimeter. And here they go. Outside for Chachua. He's going to line up across. Here it comes. But Di Gregorio watches that go out. Goes all the way out. It's going to be goal kick. Gatti and Di Gregorio talk a ton. You see them like after almost every play, they're having words with each other. It's great to see actually because that partnership has to work. It's got to be connected. It's got to be in sync and it's got to work. Cabal into Yildiz. He goes all the way back for Bremer. Bremer now to Cabal. Quickly getting closed down, but he just has it out. Off of Suslov, that's going to be Juventus throw. 62 minutes, 15 seconds, 3-0. Oh, might have to go grab a little drink, everybody, and just put this thing back and recline. My God. 3-0. Just under a half hour left. Beautiful. Average age for today's Juve is 24 years old. I believe that's the same average age we had in the first match. Was also the youngest Juve starting age for a game. Unreal. What is the record for most people in the stream? On a stream, in general, it was we have gone over 200. Today, we did break over 200. I think we were at 220 at halftime, somewhere around there. So that might actually be it. That might actually be it. But yeah, we're... I know we've had live shows. We've broken 200. And for a watch-along, I've been over 200 a few times. This hit 218 there. Was awesome. And carrying, I mean, 140. I love it when you guys are in here and we're mixing it up. I'm watching the games anyway. We might as well share it together. And not everybody has decent commentary, so some people enjoy my commentary. Imbangula again. Heading out there. Challenge from Coppola. All ball, says the official. The pressure there is Cambiasso doing everything to try and get the ball back in the end. Fouls Duda. They're looking for a card there. Dawidovic saying that's twice from Cambiasso. Right now, yellow cards are on Chachua and Duda. No yellow cards for Juve as of yet. And not a single substitution as of yet for Juventus, but I would expect to see one very soon. Probably in the next 5 minutes. We'll probably hit 70-minute mark and get some changes. And they want the fourth goal. You want the fourth goal. All right. Are we going to get it? It's 65 minutes we're at right now. And you know what? I think we get 4 today, everybody. I'm going to say we'll see one more goal before the end of this game, okay? Juve Corner Cast wants 5. I think we'll get 4. Adrian, we want a hat trick. We need the Dusan Hattie. Let's see. Let's see if we can get Dusan on the Hattie. It's going to be a free kick first before anything goes down for Verona in a pretty dangerous spot here. Just to Di Gregorio's left, just outside the area. So we will have to contend this before anything. So Suslav's going to take this one. This is in a very dangerous spot. Tries to go short side, and look at the leg stuck out there from Dusan. Tried to be sneaky there, and I don't think Di Gregorio would have gotten there, to be honest. Big clearance there from Vlahovic. Here's another corner, and that's headed out by Dusan. There's a bad pass in here. Oh, we tried to force it there. Battle there from Vlahovic. Can't win it back. Verona keeping us pinned back. Working on Savona now in the area. Left-footed cross, and it goes all the way across the other side of the area. Will easily be collected. It's Kenan Yildiz there. It's going to slow it up. Play it in for Locatelli. Into Fagioli, back to Locatelli. And now over to Gatti. Over to Bremer. Play it to Cabal. Back to Bremer. Into Locatelli. He's going to carry it forward. He's got space ahead of him. Oh, pass. Cut out. Try to wait really tight. They try to go route 1, but that's asking a lot. And if you really want to go 1v1 with Bremer over and over like that, good luck. Douglas Luiz gets set to come in, so maybe that'll be a product for the 4th goal, all right? Maybe we see a little magic from Dougie there. Look at Cambiasso surrounded by 3 people, ends up losing it. They try to cross it in Verona, but Bremer's there, easily sees this out. We're going to get the change right now or wait a couple more minutes. Here comes the change, and it is looking like it's going to be Mbangula that takes off. Luiz will be coming in, and I would expect Yildiz to slide over into the winger spot. And there you go. So just like, we were kind of thinking, it's probably more so with the lack of available bodies in attack. Angele being the only one that's there for a sub. So Luiz now on. He will be advanced out of the middle of the park. Yildiz will slide to the left wing roll. Cambiasso remains on the right wing roll. Verona in possession. Moving up the left flank. Into Duda. Over to Dawidovic. Are they going to go out to Chachua? Here they are. Feints across, goes back to Dawidovic. Duda's forced back. Vlahovic applying pressure. Again. And now Luiz. And Verona trying to just come up with some type of space. They actually work it well here. Out to Chachua. Awful cross. Awful cross. Been a brutal game for Chachua. And Di Gregorio easily sees that one out for a goal kick. Let's hit you with some of the stats, some of the numbers so far. 61% possession for Juventus. 1 big chance created for Juve. 8 total attempts versus Verona's 3. And 5 out of our 8 attempts are all on target, all right? Right now, as it sits, your man of the match based on these ratings is Dusan Vlahovic on the brace. Does he get the Hattie? Let's see it. We got a second cooling break. We're at the 70-minute mark. 3-0. You guys, I couldn't echo these sentiments exactly the same. What a pleasure of a game again. Just a treat. It's just a treat right now to watch this. Absolutely love it. Cooling break's over. We are going to resume. Chachua's thinking about probably several moments through this game that have gone horribly wrong for him. The last one was that cross. It's going to be a goal kick for Juventus. Di Gregorio getting set to play it back in. Forza USA, I called a pen goal from Duchamp in the previous show. Yeah. My prediction's not far off, but I'm almost hoping I'm wrong just for the clean sheet. I said 3-1, 1 PK goal. I said a Cambiasso assist. I did not get the Cambiasso assist. But, yeah, I'm hoping I'm wrong because I want the clean sheets. Let's keep the clean sheets rolling. Di Gregorio launching this one. Oh, it's missed there. And Luis comes in, wins it, plays it to Yildiz. Over to Locatelli, back into Luis. And look at him. Look at him. Doing the work in possession. Locatelli, cheeky pass over to Yildiz. Yildiz turns his man. Turns him again. Back for Fagioli. Fagioli, over to Gatti. Into Fagioli, back to Gatti. Over to Bremer. Bremer now to Cabal. Into Luis, back to Cabal. Di Gregorio's taking his sweet time. There's absolutely nobody rushing him. And now he launches this one out the right side. Look at this. Savona. Into Cambiasso. Over to Fagioli. Now swings it out for Cabal. Got time ahead. Here's Locatelli on it. Pops it over for Dougie. Eats a challenge there. Still on the ball. Oh my God. To Yildiz there on the back. Yildiz tried to beat his man there. It goes off a Verona player. It's going to be a throw-in. Great work from Dougie and Yildiz there. In tight. Tough to win the ball off of. That's just fun to watch. That's just fun to watch. That's just a guy that's got so much confidence in his ability. In tight, doesn't care. And Dougie's showing a little bit of muscle, eh? Eating some of those challenges, those shoulder barges. I like it. Back to Bremer. Goes to Gatti. Gatti probably going to play it safe, go to Di Gregorio, which he does. Now again to Gatti. Over to Di Gregorio. It's at the right edge of his area. Now up to Savona, inside for Cambiasso. Feints into the middle, drops it back for Di Gregorio as space opens up. Ooh, Di Gregorio misses that one as he wanted to hit Cabal.
saw this coming. He said Juventus, yes, they're physical, but they also have lots of quality with players who are good in 1v1 situations. Saw that with
74 minutes, 3-0 Juventus. Hey. What more? What more do we want? Oh, yeah, that's right. A hat trick. Hat trick. What'd you guys jinx in there in the chat? I must have missed. Oh, Di Gregorio on the passing. Oh, yeah. Nah, we're good. We're good. It's all good. I hope all our games are this quiet for Di Gregorio, to be honest. Let's break a record, make him go through the season with like the least amount of saves had to be made possible. Great challenge from Yildiz there. And sees it off of Chachua winning the throw in 75 minutes, 10 seconds, 3-0 Juventus. Comfortable. Comfortable is what it is right now. Locatelli coming out of this one. Slots it over to Luis. Plays it back for Cabal. Over to Gatti. Out to Savona. He's pressed. Going back for Di Gregorio. In the middle to Locatelli. He's got a ton of space. Ton of space. Now over to Cabal on the left flank. Carrying it forward. Feints across into Dougie. Dougie's got a ton of space now too. Waited a little long. Almost like he had too much space. Couldn't even make up his mind what he wanted to do. Montipo launching this one. Cabal heads it down for Locatelli. Oh, bad settle there. Trying to trap it. Just play it to Yildiz. They're running back at us. Trying to take Bremer on. And the shot. Oh, yeah. Just a perfectly timed nudge there from Bremer. Just enough to throw him off. Never threatening goal there. But again, an opportunity comes from a little bit of a sloppy error from our part. We're going to see another couple substitutions. We're going to have Roy and Kalulu coming in. So Savona's going to step off and Kalulu's going to come on. And then Cabal's going to come off as well. And Rohi's going to come on. So both outside defenders coming out in this one. So we get a first look at Kalulu. That isn't some type of weird ass video from Juve's main there. So Kalulu and Raui in, Savona and Cabal out, and what a game for Savona, all right? He finishes off with a 7.7 rating and a goal to his name. Launch forward, this one's headed back, and then Bremer will go up. He will go up a second time. Locatelli now goes up, has it for Luis, settles it to Yildiz. Inside to Luis, back outside to Loca, and then he tried to just put a one-touch pass up the byline, but it's too tight. Does go out. Vlahovic continues to just try to put as much pressure on that back line as possible. Over to the side, Cambiaso watching there. They go all the way back to Montipo. We're at 77 minutes, 50 seconds, 3-0 Juventus. And Verona struggling to find some way to hurt him. Not working out for Luis there. And again, Verona on the perimeter. Knocking about with no real opportunities to get in some dangerous scenarios or actions. There we go, Luis. We spin it here. We got advantage. And Yildiz, oh my God, he could have sent Vlahovic. That might have been the Hattie, everybody. Could have sent him. He tried to ping it back that way, but he hit the first defender ahead of him. Oh my God. Hey, what's up, brother? Well, the mood is great. 3-0. What are we talking about? We're getting bored now from spanking teams. What a difference from last year, eh, Adam? Bored from spanking teams. Love it. Gladly take this. Top of the league through 2. The only side undefeated through 2. Unless something insane happens in 10 minutes, but I doubt that. Corner kick. Corner kick from Verona. This is going to be an in-swinger. Here it comes. A Di Gregorio easily out. Taking care of that one. Rolls it out to Locatelli as Roy just ahead of him on the left flank. Plays it to him. Slowed down. Back to Locatelli. Inside to Fagioli. Now played ahead. Cambiaso. He swallowed up here. Now Verona running back at us. Suslav played in. Oh my God, he gets it behind there, but Bremer closes a space immediately and just shields that one. Shot not getting through. Launch this one forward again. It's getting pretty relaxed from Juve. You could feel that for the past 10 minutes. It's very, very relaxed there. The urgency, the attitudes definitely weakened. Luis does draw a foul as he tries to play a quick 1-2 with Cambiaso there. Locatelli on it now, and he's splashing this one out, looking for Dushan. Does fall behind. He just can't turn his man. And then gets called for the foul, getting a little grabby there, trying to beat him. Oh, yeah, of course. I'm saying happy we seem like a unit finally. There's a lot to be happy about right now, okay? A lot to be happy about. We got work to do, but we have players we have yet to see step in, so it's going to be good. Here's Kalulu seeing his first little defensive sequence here. Ends up just backing his man off and forcing him into the middle. Chachua, who's had a shocker today. On the ball here for Verona. Back to Dawidovic. In on the ground. Now down to Suslav. Belain. To Duda. Back to Belain. Into Duda again. Scanning. Trying to find some way to hurt Juve. And they just haven't found a breakthrough. Kalulu. Quick header in. Tried a little back heel. It's played back in. Verona. Keeping us pinned back. But again, not able to find any real lanes to do some damage. Here's Suslav. Here's a nice through ball. Raui slipped. Oh, big stop there from Di Gregorio. That was a big stop. Not sure if he knew much about it. Yeah, bad time to slip there for Raui. Oh, nice challenge there. Did it go off the Verona player? No, they're going to say that Fagioli had it out on that challenge. It's going to be corner kick for Verona. And I believe we are getting ready to see Danilo step into this one. Here comes the corner, in swinger, and Di Gregorio punches this one out. Headed back down, right back to the left flank for Verona. Just Dougie doing some work defensively, just battling. We are going to see Gatti come off for Danilo, and we are also going to see Angele. 83 minutes, 48 seconds. We got two subs coming. Gatti will also hand over, it seems, the armband to Danilo. Opa, you have to get memberships through a desktop. Yeah, they don't let you do it through the mobile, unfortunately. So Cambiaso will make way for Angeli there, as he gets to get some Serie A minutes here. Angele. That sounds a little much. Never heard about Angele. I've never heard. That's why I can't even figure out how to say his name. Angele. Verona has a throw in. Again, 5 minutes. 5 minutes remaining, and then a little bit of stoppage, and we are 2-0, everybody. 3 goals to the good here against Verona. 2 coming in the first half, and then the dagger with the PK through Dushan. Great work from Mbangula. Great work from the team, really, to just get Mbangula in that 1v1 scenario against Chachua. And just complete control. Not in possession right now, but Verona's had nowhere to go. Nowhere to go this entire game. They do not look like a side that should be pumping anybody 3-0. Suck on them apples, Napoli. Deh. Hey, through the first 2 games, we've had several names that could be in there, and we're going to go through it all together after the game. And, of course, we're going to have a little Storm the Barn session, have some fun before signing out. And then, of course, look for Playback TV. There's in the description of this video, there's a link on our new AJC Extra Room there. There should be a show coming up. I still have to confirm with guests. We should be having one around 7 p.m. Eastern time today. And those are all call-in shows, so you can actually join the stage. And you don't have to come on camera if you don't feel comfortable. It could be just audio. But we're going to take a look. Oh, here's a little chip in for Yildiz. Just a little too much from Raui there. Montipo comes out to collect. Guarantee you he's just itching to get on the score sheet. Had a great run in the first half. Yildiz, great dribble through almost everyone. Maybe hesitated a little too long to get his shot off. Here's Verona with a miscue. It's going to go out. Kalulu set to take the throw in for Juve. Oh, look at Angeli make the turn. Plays it forward for Kalulu. Slows it down. To the back for Fagioli. Now in for Danilo and Dougie cross each other up. And now they're trying to send a through ball here. But Roy comes in, cleans it up, and drops it to Di Gregorio. And he's going to play it up for Bremer. Locatelli just to his left. And Locatelli says, let's just slow it down. Calm it down. 40 goes for Fagioli. Now to Luiz. Yildiz all the way back for Bremer. Over to Danilo. Back to Bremer. This one inside for Kalulu. Oh, Angeli a little bit slow to react there. Closing in on that 90-minute, everybody. Here we go, swinging it out for Yildiz on the left flank. Souls it back down, out to Rauhi. To Locatelli. Locatelli for Bremer. To Danilo. Now out to Kalulu. Kalulu's touch, pushing him back. Back to Danilo. And back to Di Gregorio. And again, just waiting for Verona to come and get it, basically. Here's Locatelli. Splash forward to Kalulu and Angeli. Angeli? I've heard it said twice differently by this same announcer. Verona wants a full-time whistle. Yep. Love hearing that. Locatelli. Over to Danilo. Pops it forward here. Angeli losing it. Thuram was out for this one, my friend. Thuram, Weah, Milik, and Adzic all out for this match. And they were not needed. Oh, look who decided to drop by. The knee guy. It's going to be looking like a victory Tuesday for us in the morning there. Let's go, Skanga. So we got 4 minutes of stoppage time, everybody. We've almost chewed through one of those. It's the victory motion now, baby, all right? Victory motion now. Yildiz dropping this in, picking it up again. And now here's a lovely switch field. Kalulu pressing them on the outside there. Makes a run into the area. Just couldn't get that thing to settle as he cut inside. Imagine Kalulu dropping the debut goal. Out to Kalulu. Inside Danilo. His touch gets away from him. He's doing battle. We're pushing them back here. Forcing them back. Oh, stripped! Just couldn't get to sit. Here's Luis coming in to win it back. Gonna add that fourth. Just in stoppage. For really, really good measure. Now we're gonna knock it about now and kill this one off. Another great showing from Juventus. Oh, Yildiz gets that one all wrong. Oh, yeah. Easy step forward from Bremer. And then Yildiz all the way back to Di Gregorio. That's going to be it. 92 minutes here. Another couple minutes left, and we'll easily control. Verona's just looking for this thing to end. Put them out of their misery for today. Can't play Napoli every week, right? Locatelli. Locatelli over to Yildiz. Back for Bremer. Moving it over to Danilo. And we're launching this one. Kalulu's making a run onto it. Putting Coppola under. Does play it aerially. We go up for it, but it's going to be Verona throw. And we're down to the final minute, everybody. Angeli couldn't win that one. Back to Montipo. They're going to try and switch it out the opposite side. Dawidovic has to go and catch this one. And still pressure from Juve at the back. Vlahovic still running hard at the front. Dawidovic on it here on the right. There's 30 seconds left in this one. Nothing doing there. Straight out of bounds. Locatelli watches it easily go out. He's going to drop the ball there for Raui, and he can throw it back into play as we kill this one off. 20 seconds here. And let's go, everybody. All right, let's go. Let's go. We're going to have fun this post-match. All right, another victory. Take a look at the ratings. Take a look at our thoughts. Get some Storm the Barn in. And keep the good vibes rolling. Let's go. And there you go, everybody. It's in the books. 2-0 for Juve. All right, another 3-0 victory. All right, a great dub, as Adam puts it here. Absolutely great dub. A ton of positives. This is insane to think that, you know, how quick things are starting to come along. We still have players we picked up this past weekend. We need to introduce that are extremely exciting talents to see join. You got Vlahovic on a brace in this game. This is incredible, all right? So for anyone that can't stick around, yes, my pleasure bringing you this. Thank you for tuning in, all right? We're not done, though. We are going to have some serious fun here, all right? Hey, look at that. Appreciate the donation through Super Chat. Congrats from a Barca fan. Hey, we've had some rough ones over the past few years. It's nice to start getting on the right side of these 3-0s, all right? I love it. I absolutely love to see it. We're going to talk Before we get to man of the match, we are going to go through the ratings, but let's take a second and enjoy being top of the league, all right? And the team that is sitting, the only side undefeated through 2, all right, being at the top there. Now, we get to the ratings. They are as follows. Di Gregorio finishes 6.7. Not a lot of work there for him. Let's keep it that way. No problems with it. Sure, 6.5 because when he did have to come out, he looked solid and always had sure hands. So 6.5. Savona finishes with a 7.7. Kid had a solid game. Like a solid game from Savona, all right? So absolutely, 7.7. Let's go. Gatti at a 6.9. Him and Bremer should be pushing 7. They were solid and they were in sync the entire time. If one of those two went up aerially, the other knew his role hanging back for coverage. We never got caught out of position. Great game from the two of them, okay? Bremer finished at 7.5 though, okay? So there you go. Cabal finishes at a 6.6. Good work. Rather quiet from him, but still solid. So 6.6. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Fagioli finishes with a 7. Locatelli finishes with a 7.5. I am fine with those rankings. Cambiaso with a 6.4. Rather quiet one from Cambiaso. But that's just because the ball was going to others more and they had more space and everything. But he wasn't bad by any means. 6.4. Now, the official player of the match is Vlahovic, as we see here on the Serie A feed. But Bangula, 7.2. Yildiz, 7.3. And then Vlahovic, 8.3 on the brace. You guys, who's your man of the match? Hit me in the comments. Let's go. Who do we got here? Who do we got? Gugino Eddie, strong case for Mbangula for man of the match. Both matches so far. Let this kid play. No! Sancho. All right. All right. Bremer for man of the match. Okay? For me, Locatelli, the engine. And it started the first goal. Great win there that he did on that tackle. Springing Yildiz to then feed Vlahovic. Vlahovic, man of the match. We got Bremer. And as I stated, the official man of the match was Dusan Vlahovic. We have one for Dusan. We have Mbangula as man of the match. Making things happen. Guys, this is another game where we have 7 players over like a 7.5. Sorry, 6 over a 7.5 like ranking essentially. It's amazing to see. I am personally going to give it to, I kind of think I'd give it to Savona or Mbangula just because key moments coming through them. Yildiz had a great game too, finished at 7.3, but Vlahovic, he got a brace. He got the first goal in tight too. Yeah, it's Vlahovic or probably Mbangula or Savona for me. Any one of those 3. But I'm just going to say Vlahovic, all right? I think he was great. Bremer was solid. He was rock solid at the back. A ton of shouts for Bremer. I'm totally okay with that, all right? Guys, great stuff. What are we talking about? We're starting to get bored of matches because we're beating the opponents to a bloody pulp. Sign me up, okay? Inject this to my veins, all right? Another opponent up and another victim. Verona gets the day. All right? Love it. And yes, a message to all the Chihuahuas out there. I love it. I love it. You guys, let's have some fun. Tackle the ratings. We could talk about these performances all night. Like, there were so many good performances in that game. Locatelli, 2 back-to-back solid performances, okay? Savona, great in his debut. Mbangula continues to the point Gugino Eddie said, skip out on Sancho. Are we feeling that way? I say bring on more. Bring on more. We saw Kalulu make his entrance look very active. We get Vlahovic on the score sheet with a brace early on in Serie A action. Fantastic. Yildiz assist. Mbangula assist. I love it. It's trending in the right way. Let's get to some Storm the Barn. What do you guys feel? How do you guys feel here? So what's next game? What's next opponent? Next up is Roma. Next up is Roma for Juve, all right? And I'll give you the exact date here. It's going to be September 1st against Roma, and it's going to be the same time as this game took place, all right? So that's the next one on deck. But Storm the Barn, let's keep them rolling. Let's go. So, let's get this one out of here. Is Tigre a whiskey drinker? Guy looks like without the hair, obviously, kind of reminds me of like Lionel from Thundercats or something, okay? Like this guy is, yeah, he looks like a lion or a tiger, all right? A whiskey drinker? I would say indeed. Indeed. Marco, at this point, I don't want Cope. Yildiz is awesome in this position, way better than expected. I am afraid he is going to be moved to the left and will be less useful. What do you think? In my personal opinion, okay, Yildiz will be effective from the left as he is at the 10 spot. Imbangula, that's cooking on the left. You put Yildiz there, he will cook maybe a bit more even. So I have no fear about Yildiz playing either on the left side or as a 10. You bring in Cope Mainers. We've made 2 games that are starting the statement for Juve to the rest of the league. You bring in Cope Mainers and you've got a serious statement, and then you have full coverage. Not just a rounded out attack, but you've also brought in safety net and coverage for your midfield because he could play anywhere in there. It's insane to think that we could potentially wrap this up, hopefully tomorrow. But for me, I have no fear about Yildiz losing his effectiveness. I really don't. I think we're going to be absolutely fine. All right. And big shout out, joining the AJC Army. Absolutely love it. Everybody, while you're in here, drop some likes. All right. We're going to continue on with this post-match. Storm the Barn. Get your questions in. Fire away. They don't even have to be questions. All right. Just put STB for Storm the Barn. It could be a statement you want to make about this game. Let's go. Let's keep it rolling. Let's have some fun. So, Sancho, no. Let's keep Imbangula in the first team and invest that money elsewhere. I am okay with that. For me, the big one is Cope Mainers, okay? I want Cope Mainers. So, I was always thinking it was going to be 2 out of the 3 wingers that we heard about between Gonzalez, Conceição, and Sancho. I'm saying, bring me 2 of those 3. I'm happy. I was completely and utterly shocked to hear that we were still pressing for Jadon Sancho. Blew me away. I'm fine with not bringing in Sancho. All right? That to me is like a cherry on top, though, if you do it. But I'm telling you, right now, Cope Mainers for me, I seriously want that push, and I want to go for Cope Mainers, all right? But absolutely fine if we drop out for Sancho. Adam, goal of the match. Oh, yeah, let's go. Let's go. Goal of the match for me is going to be obviously that first one, okay? It started with the hard work and the press. Locatelli jumping there, but then Yildiz quickly making that one cut and then sliding it into Vlahovic. And Vlahovic, despite starting off a game not with the right approach as far as touch and everything goes, man, that finish was clean. One touch settle and then bang into the short side. Absolutely loved it. That is the one. That is the one because of the touch there. And he was quickly closed down by 3 defenders. I'm taking that one. Taking that one for sure. And yeah, we got great first touch from Dushan there on that one to set it up. Absolutely. And hey, thank you again for Super Chat. That's enabled. Bremer, what a guy. Should yours from Texas? What? Should you're from Texas? What? I don't get that part. I'm not from Texas. If you're asking me if I'm from Texas, I ain't from Texas. But I'd love to go to Texas. What do you think of Kalulu? Okay. Very, very short little stint here that we saw today. But I'll tell you what. I didn't mind him. pretty active. Again, short, very, very willing to get forward and press. And we were late. We was 3-0 up. So it's going to be an interesting one to watch out there. And Kalulu could be that flyer that pays off for us this season. And again, Savona put in a great shift for his debut start with Juve. He looked solid. Now you're adding Kalulu into the mix. If he could find form that he had a couple years ago, you guys, this could be insane. It could be insane. We go from panicking about depth to potentially having a really well-rounded mix. On the flip side, Danilo looked off. He looked pretty rough, but again, a short stint there. And again, Motta did say in the presser that he's dealing with a knock. So I'm hoping that that's more what's playing to it, all right? Hopefully that's the case. Let's keep it rolling with the Storm the Barn, everybody. Wow, there's a ton in there. Way to go, everybody. Let's keep it rocking. Can't wait to see this team playing with wingers that are not LBs. Oh, yeah, so with wingers instead of LBs and whatnot. I'm just really, really excited to see how much is coming through from Motta's game so early. We were always talking about this. Two things. The amount of players we changed is insane to think about. I am going to do a breakdown on the Mercato as a whole. That'll be just a one video that we'll put out. Outside of that, like how much is actually going through and how in sync they actually look this quick. That is just going to bode well, because some of us were talking like a month is going to be hit and miss. We figured a month of this season was going to be hit and miss as they try to find rhythm and everything, but it looks pretty damn good. Are you guys surprised at how quick it seems to be, looking cohesive? That part's getting me. Everybody. Now, keep it rolling. What about the sponsor? Okay. There was an update today on the news about the sponsor that there is still the potential for it to be Ital Airways, and they could figure something out, and it might end up being somewhere around the 20 to 25 million mark. All right, so we wait and we see, but that's the latest on the sponsor. I gotta ask a question, everybody. Has Calvo dropped the ball on the sponsor thing? Like, is it that difficult to find a sponsorship for Juventus? Like, I just don't understand this. And the way that things are going, way we're playing now, if we sign Cope Mainers, also after nabbing Conceição and Gonzalez, like, we can't find a sponsor? It's weird to me. That Ital Airways is like, that is it? Calvo, man, you had a long time. Like, get this done. But I do love the kits, and I'm happy that I got the kits without sponsors on them, okay? Because I do love that. But honestly, he's got to wrap something up here. What are we talking about? How many goals does Dusan score this season? Well, after we get to the end of the Mercato, we're going to update what we did on our Serie A preview show, okay? And in that one, I called for him to be around 23 to 24 goals in Serie A. That is my guess on where Dusan Vlahovic will land, all right? But what do you guys think? How many does he bag? Adam wasted no time, 20 plus. And big shout out to our boy Trim, who's in the motherland in Italy right now. Hope you're enjoying yourself, all right? You and your beautiful wife as well, all right? Hope you two are having a great time. At least 35 in all comps for Dusan if he stays healthy. 26 to 28. 27, which is too much, but at this rate, let's go. Love it. 31 goals in Serie A. Oh my God, that would be just unreal. And you'd have to think 31. You're talking, that's Capo Cagnoniere there. So you're making a Capo Cagnoniere call there, Forza Juve. I like it. 33. Woo! Sign me up, baby. Sign me up. All right. And we're going to keep this rolling. More Storm the Barns. We need Cope Miners. We still haven't matched up to a top side as yet. Cope is pure class. I'm with you. I say bring in Cope Mainers. I'm okay with ditching on Sancho. Like I said, cherry on top, but Cope Mainers, Absolutely. Bring them in. And Atalanta, another day. We dished out one to Verona. I'm going to give you one too. There. Stop being Mickey Mouse about it. Stop with the smoke and mirrors for your fan base, okay? Trying to play up to this thing, being forced into a situation that you weren't expecting. You're not forced into anything, all right? Stop it with the blackmail crap. Stop it with all of this nonsense. You had an agreement from last friggin' year, okay, that you would move him this summer if he agreed to move to a club and that club made a solid offer. 59 million euros has been on the table for a week and you haven't even responded. That's Mickey Mouse club behavior, okay? We're not shooting you a lowball offer. We have literally come within 1 million of asking price and you haven't responded for a week. You guys are a clown show, all right? You might have won the Europa and think you're higher than you are, but order will be restored. You can go back in line with the rest of the Chihuahuas, all right? And again, double up. The double day, all right? Been a while since we dished out the double day, but there you go. Now, let's get going. Adam. People said a lot of negative shit about us losing our DNA and that we wouldn't be able to defend as good as we did with Allegri. Where are they now? Okay, well, hey, you know what? Going back to the previous one from Thomas Cruz there, I want to see more stiffer opposition before we really get high up there. But let's be honest, I didn't expect the start to be this smooth and this strong, okay? Expected some hiccups and everything like that. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. And my God, please, we've heard this so many times, but let it be true. That Cope is almost a 100% player after today's successful meeting. Oh my God, okay? Let's go to the football gods. Bring them in. I'm ready. I'm ready. Trim is sitting there in Italy just waiting to pick up the Cope Maynard's shirt, okay? So let's go. Keep it rolling here. Just want to say how fucking annoying are those pointless VAR checks after every single goal for Juve. Yeah. Hey, you guys, we're the ones that bring it to you. We tell it to you all the time. It's amici di nessuno, man. If they can find a way to make these goals disappear, oh, they're going to do it. They're going to do it. And you know what? Let's dish them a... There's a day too for VAR, all right? We're going to give everybody the day. We're going to give the league a big day, all right? Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Let's go. It's that much sweeter when it's amici di nessuno, everybody, okay? Is Giuntoli a genius? Almost every player in the starting 11 have been Juve fans since they were kids. That's how you get a team to fight for the badge. And you know what? We talked about this a bit today, but not to the extent of realizing that like he's picking these players up or whatnot, but like Skang and I have been saying for a while, we want volunteers, not hostages, okay? You want the guys that are ready to come in, that want to fight for the badge, that are ready to fight for their minutes, earn their minutes, and understand. Giuntoli and Motta are working, in my personal opinion, at bringing back one of the key elements of Juventus, and that's that hard-nosed grit, okay? And that everybody needs to fall in line, and that it's not about individuals, it's about the collective. The collective is what counts the most, and they're bringing that back. Slowly but surely, but I think we're starting to see the signs. I love it. A lot of people didn't like some of the stances through the summer, the way the Mercato played out. But ultimately, if you look at the big picture, he's making a stand. And Motta came in and he backed it up. He backed it up with that presser. You all know the presser I'm talking about, but he backed it up. These two, it's yin and yang, man. They are connected. They are cohesive. And that's what makes me the happiest about what's going on right now. Because for the past 4 or 5 years, we can all feel the lack of cohesion starting from the top down. Okay? It was scramble mode from 1 minute to the next. Nobody's on the same wavelength. It feels right from the top up right now. And it's starting to trickle down into the locker room. Hey, good things. Good things, everybody. All right? Now, isn't it great to be a Juve supporter now after such shit 3 years? Hey, We said it all along. It's not a matter of if we return where we need to be. It's just a matter of when. It's just a matter of when with Juve, all right? But right now, yeah, Giuntoli's done his part. It's up to Motta and the players to do theirs. But we've got the potential to put together a much stronger squad than anybody would have expected going into the Mercato. If you guys would have told me and given me the list that we're at right now, I would have said, no, I can't see that happening. Here we are. And financially, Giuntoli has done it properly. And it all makes sense. Let's see what goes down. We are on the verge of a big one tomorrow. Hey, Cope. Bring me Cope. Let's go. So, what do we got here? Keep Douglas Luiz as a sub and not a starter. You know what? There's going to be plenty of opportunities for all these guys to get their starts and just keep the rotation going. Today wasn't a great showing from Dougie, but I feel like a start goes a little bit different, and he'll find some rhythm out of the gate. Sometimes it's hard to come in as subs, and some guys have a tougher time coming in later and getting that touch and then being in to bring in, but he still shows good positive signs. So for me, we're almost staring down the barrel of not necessarily having a set starting 11, and I love it. I love it. You can potentially have two starting 11s equally as strong with what we've got created here, and especially in Motta's system, because what really makes going back to Forza Juve's comment about Giuntoli a genius, they brought so much. They brought so much versatility into this squad that the possibilities are insane of what we can do. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. So I don't even think we need to label starters outside of obviously striker with Vlahovic. I mean, that's a lock. I think Yildiz is going to be a lock if he keeps doing what he's doing. And there's other guys that'll make themselves lock. In the midfield is where I don't think anybody might separate themselves as a lock. You guys agree or disagree? Because for me in the midfield, I think the battle's going to wage on all year. Me, personally. But I think a guy like Cope Mainers, and I even said today on the show, Luiz and Cope Mainers for me would probably establish themselves as locks ahead of the others. But let's see. Let's see. It's a great problem to have. Who are we kidding? Fantastic problem to have, all right? So let's see. And again, almost 300. Let's break 300. Let's get a few more here. Let's go. Let's break 300 on this live. Get those likes up. We're going to keep rolling with Storm the Barn. So news on the sponsor, tackle. That one's a double up. What else we got? Neville. This is the first time in 4 years I am confident in this team. If we keep this up, I can see us becoming Champions League contenders again in a few years. Forza Juve. I love that. Absolutely love that. Hey, start small, right? Become that team that's a pain in the ass to play against. Nobody wants to play us. And then you go from there. The squad looks solid. On paper, it's solid. Again, it's up to them to put it all together. Let's see. Do you think we can win the Scudetto, Coppa, and Supercoppa? All right, well, I'm going to say this. It's 2 games in. I'm going to judge this because still we need to see certain teams that we line up against and how they play, and then really measure, all right? But we do have better pieces coming in as well. I think on paper, we have the team that can compete for a Scudetto. On paper, yes. And I think if some of these guys come in and integrate properly the way we expect to, I think, yeah, I think we can compete for the Scudetto, all right? But again, right now, let's wait. Let's wait for a month and a half. Let's wait for a month and a half, closer to 2 months, and we're going to get more questions answered about this side, okay? Because 2 games ain't enough. One was against Como, another one against Verona. It's looking good. It's positive. It's a strong start. But to truly gauge this, we got to wait. But the Coppa Italia, we have a healthy bracket. I'm expecting final of Coppa Italia again. And Supercoppa, we can do the Supercoppa. We can do it. Okay? When you're a tough team to face, anything is possible. Anything is possible. So again, let's just see us. Let's see us get some more difficult opponents, and let's see us over a course of time. 2 games, tough to make those judges. But again, on paper, I think we have the squad domestically to do some damage. Your attack between Cope, Yildiz, Mbangula, Conceição, Nico, Dusan, and potentially Sancho. My word. Me personally, Vlahovic, of course, up top. I put Cope Mainers in the 10. I put Yildiz on the left, and I personally put Conceição on the right. That's me. It's between Nico and Gonzalez, they're a little bit differently, but I'm comfortable in saying that for me. Dusan, Cope Mainers, Yildiz left, Conceição right. I'm comfortable in saying that. But my God, I could put together 3 combinations that I love there. And what are we talking about? What a win. What a win coming out of the Mercado to be able to do that. Conceição will bring back style and pace. Love it. And again, thank you for the super chat donation. Love it. Love it. All right. Yeah, I'm pumped on Conceição. Very, very pumped there. Why Douglas Luiz on the bench? We talked about that. We only had 1 sub in attack. We had 2 in midfield. And exactly what we saw, what we claimed would happen, did happen. Luiz on, and then Yildiz slide over to the left. Injury fears. My heart fucking dropped when Yildiz was down, holding his leg at final whistle, but he went back up. Just cramps, hopefully. Yeah, I mean, I'm a lot less weary of injuries based on the team that we've built and a lot of versatility be in there. I'm not that worried. I think I'd be, out of all the phases, if I'm going to be worried about for injuries, it would be Dusan and it would be someone on the back end. Those would concern me. But again, we have question marks. We have question marks like Danilo needs to pick it up. Looks sluggish today, but he's dealing with a knock. Kalulu, we need to see more of him. And then we could feel a little more comfortable. But right now with Dusan, I need to see Dusan and we need him healthy. Otherwise, then you start to look at maybe Yildiz playing there almost like another 10. It'll be interesting. But hopefully, we don't have to worry about that. So let's keep it rolling. We now see why Chiesa is dismissed, why Rabiot was let go, and so on and so on. Everyone looks more professional and eager. Who do we credit more, Giuntoli or Motta? Both of them. I give equal credit on what you will see as far as attitude and approach to both of these guys. Giuntoli began it. Motta has stepped in and reinforced it. I always talked about this a lot last season. Culture of the squad, okay? When you want culture and you want to nurture that, it needs to start at the top and it needs to be reinforced from everyone down the line. Giuntoli came in and he set the tone. Definitely kicked it up a notch this summer, his first summer where he's actually acting in his role. And Motta stepped in and just immediately reinforced it. So credit for me goes to both Giuntoli and Motta. Fantastic question, by the way, all right? All great stuff and comments, you guys. It's going to be difficult for the guys coming in to get better results, right? Are we talking about the players coming in? I think if we're talking about players and integrating and those guys coming in, I actually think this makes things easier for them. The amount of guys that have contributed already in 2 games and the amount of great performances we're talking about in those 2 games, I think just makes it easier for a guy coming in. If you didn't have that, a big signing would be coming in and it's like, man, I need to cook. Like, I need to get going. It's not like that. It's like, we're cooking. We added you. Hey, you could come in loose. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. That's how I look at it. You know? Love it. Vlahovic or Lautaro? Man. I am standing firm with Dusan. I mean, if you were to say, give me these 2 guys, it's a one-off game. You can only pick one. You know, I'm probably going to lean towards Pineapple Head. But honestly, for me, I'm sticking and riding this out with Vlahovic this season, and I think he's going to have a strong season, a really strong season. And I'm going to back that. I think this year was make or break. We might find ourselves in a sticky situation with his contract and whatnot, but I'm going to say Vlahovic. I'm sticking with Vlahovic. I think he has everything to be that killer. I think the way we play now will help keep his mentality at the level that we need to see him at. And I feel like we're not going to see so many lulls in his spirit and everything like we did last season. So I'm riding him out with him this season. All right. Would you have guessed 1 shot on goal allowed after 2 matches, even with the competition? It's impressive. I would have never guessed that. Okay. I thought we were going to play this style, and even looking at it through preseason, one of the things I took out of it was the way we play is going to leave us open to counters. So I did expect more coming back at us. This has been balanced perfectly through these 2 games, of course, taking into account the competition. But I agree, Troy, it is impressive for sure. I want to win, Chris. But if we won't win, I would still be pleased because this is the starting of a project that looks very good and the future looks great. Hey, 2 lives ago, I said it's about planting seeds. Planting seeds for the future of Juve succeeding and thriving. Giuntoli's been planting seeds all along the line. They're starting to come into place. This was a massive mercato already as it sits. Potentially not done. But it is such a breath of fresh air to have these vibes, everybody, these feelings like after these games and right now where we're at, the future looks very, very bright. One of the biggest signings we made might be Giuntoli before any and all players. This guy, when it comes to done, and again, we hit the final week. I got nervous. It's nerve-wracking. You're in the final week, everybody. But he got these things done, and again, true to what I said before, every piece of business he's finalized has been a win. Some of you are upset with some of the misses, etc., but every piece he's finalized has been a win. Giuntoli, he is on one. He is on one, all right? Now, what do you think about Vlahovic's PK run-up? You know me, brother, okay? 2 steps and crack, all right? I like just the fast run-ups and just pick your spot and hit it, but as long as it works, I don't care. That's all I care about is burying it, all right? Imbangula better than Sule. Hey, all I'm going to say is all along, I was prepared. We were prepared all last season, and I always said I wasn't sold on Sule's season with Frosinone, okay, based on my own, based on my own thoughts on him performances against top 7 sides, a lot of PK goals. So I think a lot of stat padding there. Good player. So far, Roma looks a mess, and I love it because they're next up on deck, and I want to give them one of these, all right? But Imbangula, that's a big surprise. That's a big surprise. This guy is ready to go. And again, we still wait, though. We still wait for the next step. We still wait for tougher competition, and then we can gauge a little bit further, all right? Now, we get to this one. Giratina 70. Honestly, do we need Sancho? Imbangula looks like a beauty, and with him, Nico, Chico, Keenan, and even Weah, that we're not talking about, who actually looked very good in Motta's system. We've almost forgotten about him. Man, I'm fine. Like I said, I'm fine without Sancho. All right? I'm fine with it, you guys. Absolutely fine. Colt Mainers, though, sign me up. All right? Question. Do we get Colt Mainers tomorrow? Does this thing get wrapped up? Yes or no in the chat. Hit me right now. Let's go. I want to know. Do you think he's coming? And you know what? I'll drop it right here. I'll just drop it right here. Colt Mainers in tomorrow. We're going to get the poll question out there. Let's go. Let's go. How many are you confident? Yes, tonight. Yes. Holy smokes. Yes, a coup will make an insane team. Here we go. No. Atalanta has loser mentality. Nope. No. He's the new SMS. Cope on Friday. Well, my guess on the last live show, not the one this morning, was Wednesday. I said Wednesday we would see Cope Mainers. 57% say yes. 43% say no right now. Let's see what happens. No chance. Clown show on the other side. Hey, maybe. Our friend Roderick, good supporter and follower of the AJC, sent me a message, and this was O'Reilly was picked up, I believe by Brighton. I could be wrong, but he was picked up. And he messaged me and said, that's it. That means Cope's staying. They won't get rid of him now. But they've already picked up Samardzic and Brescianini. So I'm not buying into that. I think this thing gets wrapped up. I don't know about tomorrow. I still feel like it's going to be Wednesday. But hey, as long as it gets wrapped up, I'm happy. 59% say yes, 41% say no. All right, so let's see what happens with Cope Miners. We get a couple more. Sancho is needed for marketing. Man, Yildiz is killing it with the marketing. The Yildiz 10 has been selling like hotcakes. I think Cope Mainers will help, but Conceição, Gonzalez, they're doing a good job. I don't know if Sancho's really going to push the marketing thing for them. It's more like these young guns that they should fuel on right now for marketing, but we have star players in there like Luiz. I would consider a star player. We bring in Cope Mainers. I would consider him a star player. Vlahovic is good for marketing. He's got a solid fan building there. So I almost feel like Sancho, like we said earlier, Sancho's like a cherry on top, but I don't really think it's necessary. I think there's a possibility Atalanta pull it out from under us and keep Cope hostage after seeing us demolish without Cope Mainers. What are they thinking? Are they thinking like they're going to make this run in Serie A? That they're going to challenge for the title or whatnot? They're going to be fighting to try and get into a top 4 spot. The same as always. And they might even fall outside of it. So, I don't really understand it here. You've brought in 2 signings as well. He wants out. He's holding on to a doctor's note like he's a kid in high school that doesn't want to go to school. It's crazy to me. I just can't see them hanging on. And the offer's there. It's 59 million euros. The money's there. What are we talking about? I don't get it. What's your opinion on Gatti as captain? He looks like a natural leader. Seems to be affecting his play. I was going to say this. I don't know if it's the system, the setup, whatnot, but he looks through 2 games a different player. Very comfortable, very controlled. Still has his little glitches here and there. Maybe the captaincy has literally given him wings, so to speak, and picked him up. He's looked great. Gatti's looked great so far through 2 games. Keep it going. And again, the question will remain on consistency because it's so early on. But the season runs long, everybody, and then you introduce more competitions. The same for Locatelli goes for Gatti, goes for Vlahovic. Consistency. The early signs are great, but consistency will be one that we continue to wait on. But he does look very, very solid to start, and I love that. All right, love it. We've got, I wouldn't sign Sancho because we will only be with an obligation, and that being anywhere from 35 to 45 million reportedly. Save the money for Conceição and a defender next summer. And that's another thing too. Giuntoli's not overextending. Everything he's done has been exactly where he wants it to be. So for me, it's if it's obligation, I don't see it going down. All right, so I don't think Giuntoli goes for that either. Let's see what happens. And I love this from Adam. You could say Gatti is laying the bricks for the foundation of the team. I see what you did there. Using his previous occupation. I love it. have you seen Motta's reaction at Savona's? I haven't seen it yet. I haven't gotten into any of the post-match, just hanging out with all of you and just honestly having a great time. Two great victories, great starts to the season. I'm just going to quickly tap in, check a few post-match things if we find anything in there to share, maybe some post-match words and whatnot coming out already. Motta, we all work hard, but in the end, these are talented players with great quality, technical, physical, and mental. The staff and I try to help them and put them in the best condition to perform on the field. Yeah, great to see that. And again, Romano in the news. Juve had positive round of talks with Atalanta for Koopmeiners today. Total confidence to get the green light from Atalanta after today. Hey, fingers crossed. Savona's post-match presser. Vlahovic, he told me he didn't touch it. So I have to say he left it for me. I'm very happy to have scored my first goal in Serie A, and especially of the team's victory. We have to continue like this. The goal, a dream for you? Of course. It's definitely a dream. We hope to keep it up. Great performance from Savona there. Motta, we have some really strong players. Talking about players that he was able to bring in from the bench. He continues, we're in a very positive moment and it shows in our play. The intensity, pressure the guys apply are the perfect examples of the work we are doing. And the fans seem to appreciate it. Hell yeah. Hell motherfucking yeah, we do. All right? Absolutely. I want to congratulate Dusan. This is from Motta. He did an extraordinary job and deserved his 2 goals. Our forwards contributed really well in both phases. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. In these matches, you can see teams' attitude. By pressing high, we can double the number of chances we create. Motta continues, when the opponents don't open up, it's because they're looking to punish us on the counterattack, but we want to keep playing, and we did so despite their pressure, all right? So there you go, words from Motta, and of course, the players there. This is fantastic. You guys, you know the drill. Like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, all right? Share the content, but make sure you join us for the victory show tomorrow morning where we'll actually break the game down in depth and talk about the news. And hey, will we have a signing? Will we have Koopmeiners to discuss? Let's wait and find out. You guys have been an absolute treat today, all right? Always ton of love and respect for you guys, all right? And fino alla fine, Forza Juventus, 2 down. Roma, you're next. You're next, all right? Take care, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Fino alla fine, Forza Juventus. Ciao tutti.
Yeah.